Some people have started submitting their work on global trade. That's good. New people have also started submitting that. I have a request. I'm not starting global trade probably till tomorrow. So you have time, think about it, read it, and upload it if needed. Maybe I'm talking about generic things. I'm talking about development. I'm also talking about some models of development in that. Okay, so let me scroll up. Any questions? Okay, no questions. So if you don't have a question, then I have a question. You can ask me questions if you have, and that's perfectly okay. If you don't have, then I have a question. If you were to set up an industry in India, you were to set up an industry in India, do you think, is it possible? Is it possible for you to set up an industry in India? Everyone sitting in this class. Dushyant says no, Divanshu says yes. Some people would think that I don't have the money, I don't have the technology, I don't have this thing. So yes or no, whatever you have, you can take a call on that. It's perfectly okay. Can you assume that you are setting? Can you assume you can set up? Purvi saying sir, human geography के साथ cope up नहीं हो पा रहा. Please suggest something. So Purvi, reading नहीं हो पा रही. Physical geography में we have certain very specific things to read. Human geography में there are things which are diverse. Yes. So as you had requested, I have uploaded the update section of the course. Can you see that? Whatever was done yesterday and whatever is being done today, 2 models are also there. They have been uploaded. Everyone please check कर लीजिए. Weber का model, Rostov का model डाल दिया है और इंडस्ट्री का भी डाल दिया. Is everyone with me? ठीक है, पहला तो ये समझेंगे. Second thing, everyone please pay attention. All students who are listening to me, please pay attention. I want someone to calculate. Namaste Nalini, welcome to all. I want someone to calculate how much is rupees 1725 plus rupees 1962. जल्दी से बताइए कितना होता है. जल्दी से बताइए कितना होता है. It's my humble request. संडे को प्लीज ऑफ रखना, उसमें रिवीजन का और रीडिंग का टाइम मिल जाता है. So Purvi, I get that and I will keep that in mind. Next Sunday पक्का छुट्टी रखेंगे. I'm sorry, आज मैंने ये include कर लिया. ठीक है. So Purvi, you have a point and I will respect that and I will not do that. अभी हम चाह रहे थे कि सेटलमेंट वाला जो एरिया ना वो खत्म हो जाए, वो अधूरा ना रह जाए. So that is why I've done that, but I will keep that in mind. पक्का next Sunday no class. ठीक है. So answer आया 3687. Is everyone okay? थोड़ा सा ध्यान देने की बात है. Everyone please pay attention. And ये सिर्फ पूर्वी का क्वेश्चन नहीं. I'm trying to answer something. So how do you know this answer? How do you know this answer? Sir, addition. Okay. Harsh is saying I am attending combat as well as now, rank under 150. Okay, Harsh, doing very well. I hope your rank goes further higher. So all the best for you. And only today I'm taking on Sunday. Next Sunday I will not take that. Get that? Everyone, please pay attention. You know how to do addition. Can you teach someone also addition? Everyone who's in the class, can you teach others how to do this? Yes or no? Everyone, you know the answer and you can teach also? Okay, now. Importance of money. How to create, grow and retain wealth. Yes. Out of A and B, which one can be taught by someone from outside and which one is something that needs to be experienced by relating many things? Which one can be taught by someone from outside? Which one can be taught very easily from someone from outside? Can I say this is teachable? This teacher can guide. Student must experiment. Yes. Which one is more error prone, where life mistakes can happen more? Lot of errors possible or not? Have you heard of people reaching from riches to rags? ऐसा सुना है? They had money, सब बर्बाद हो गया. Riches to rags. ऐसे सुना? And there are people who have gone from pauper to a king, poverty to become a king. ऐसा भी सुना है? Can this be taught? Can be taught? Everyone. There's a very important thing which I want to convey right now, and Purvi has asked this question, and I really want to tell everyone that this question is the most important question right now. Purvi is also wondering, मैंने ऐसा क्या पूछ लिया? So Purvi मैं उसी पर आ रहा हूँ. ठीक है, everyone. I want to tell you the difference between physical geography and human geography. So when Purvi says, sir, वो confidence नहीं आ रहा है. Do you understand, Purvi, why? Two different animals. In that one, what was happening? Make a diagram, read the book, NCERT, job done. True. In this, what is it? Development. Look at development. Look at down to earth. Look at what is the meaning of development for a tribal, for this, and create. Yes, sir. Acha. Which one can make you king? If less errors, I would also say moderate returns. Moderate returns. If you know addition and subtraction, that doesn't make you a super person. But if you know how to grow wealth, yes or no, you can be something, record breaking. So which one will get you record breaking scores? Which one will get you record breaking scores? This one is no risk. If no risk, can I say low risk? This one is based on reproduction. Reproduce. This one has risk. And the risk increases if you are mechanically mug up कर रहे हो तो और risk बढ़ जाएगा कि नहीं? Is everyone okay? I have 100 crore rupees. I have 100 crore rupees. If I put it in the bank and the bank gives me how much? 5% return on that. 5% return on 100 crore. Do you know how much will I get? 5%, 5 crore. Yes. That means around 48 lakh rupees a month. Amazing. Free. If I have 100 crore, I put it in the bank. What will I get? 5% interest, 5 crore in 12 months. So how many in per month? ऐसे कुछ होगा? 45 something if I divide that. True or not? Is everyone with me with the mathematics? Everyone with me? Perfect. I decide to make a movie out of this. KGF, RRR. What will happen to my 100 crores if KGF goes as a hit? It will earn me 1000 crores. Do you get that? 1000 crores. Either profit था only 5 crore, either profit हुआ 900 crores in 1 year. That means 900 crores in 1 year means 75 lakhs rupees a month. True. But I also want to tell you, the movie can go flop and entire money can go lost. True. So here, can I afford to copy the same old Salman Khan movie? Or do I have to break free something new? True or not? And everyone tell me, a person who's not into risk, a person who wants easy life, उसके लिए ठीक है कि नहीं? A retired person who has 100 crore rupees, बहुत अच्छा भाई जीले जिंदगी. You must be wondering, भाई 100 crore कहाँ से आए? Some rich guy यार. We are just taking a hypothetical example. True. Now I'm okay with an old person doing this, but if Mukesh Ambani gives 100 crores to his son, do you think his son would take this easy path? Or will he take this path that let me go and track a deal with Saudi Aramco on crude oil? करेगा या नहीं करेगा? True or not? Everyone, do you know what? We all from middle class, we don't play any of these games. We are very happy that our algebra is good and we got good marks in exam, in civil or in CBSE boards. We got into good college, that is where we are. And then what are we looking for? We are looking for a job and a salary. What do we do with that? With that salary, we put some of it in the bank. Then we tell our wife or husband that इतना ही पैसा है, ये जो थोड़े से हैं पैसे, खर्च तुम पे करूं कैसे? True or not? That's our mindset. If we want to take risk, our parents will say, सुन, पहले बचा ले. Whatever you have, don't lose it. ये बड़ी बड़ी बातें ना, the teacher is telling you, ये होता नहीं. Do we get that? जैसे होता होगा, 100 में एक होता है. There is 1 in 100. तुमसे ना हो पाएगा. Perfectly okay. You ask my view, I am with them. I am with your parents. Because probably they know their economic situation. They cannot afford to lose that money, which can happen. True or not? Sabka risk appetite hai. If Mukesh Ambani loses 100 crore rupees, nothing happens. nothing happens. That goes as an experience cost for his son. But you are given some money which your parents have earned with all the effort, and you burn that money, no returns come out of it, and you also lose confidence. Your parents would not like it. True or not? Get that? I am not asking for your money. I am not asking for you to gamble. I am not asking you to go against your parents. I am saying your parents will also be happy if you clear this exam. True. I am not asking you to gamble, but I am saying drop that physical geography comfort कि जहाँ पे सब given है addition वाला. I'm asking you to break free. Why not read Geography Made Simple? Why not read population related article in Hindu newspaper? Why not read Down to Earth? Why not read Yojana on regional imbalances in India? I get that, sir. But sir, I don't have the time. See, if Mukesh Ambani's son says, you are giving me 100 crore rupees, but I don't have the time, his father will say, okay, beta, when you have the time, you take that money from me. He's that smart. He says, I'm standing for you. Jab time hoga, whatever you have, you're going to give it to it. Beta, take 100 crores from me. Your parents have given you this right now. They don't have 100 crore rupees. They have given you this opportunity. Beta, jao. If you want to live your dream of a civil servant, we are with you. Yes, they may have differed with you on many points. They may not have stood for you. They are standing on this with you. अब आप कहो सर मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है योजना का, कुरुक्षेत्र का, डाउन टू अर्थ का, I don't have the time for all these, sir. I would say, do you have some strategy to do this? You don't have time, I understand. But I'm saying if you are reading development with me, can you read a 2-paragraph development box item from Yojana on that day? Can you read something from Down to Earth on that day? And in the evening, can you write an answer? So Purvi, your question was that, sir, in human geography, not able to cope up. I'm answering that. Do you know why human geography people are not able to cope up? Our middle class mentality of saving what we have, playing safe, does not apply in human geography. Do we get that? Social capital is not physical geography. Social capital वो नहीं है जो आप ऐसे इकट्ठे करते हैं आपके मोबाइल फोन पे. There is a list of numbers or no? That is physical geography. People you know, that is your contact list. But human geography says in that contact list how many people are truly going to stand for you and how many people are counting on you. Those are social capital. Social capital ऐसे नहीं मिलती mathematically. Yes or no? If you have more friends on your Facebook account, does that mean you have real friends? That's physical geography. If you have a diagram book and you're happy with it, that's physical geography. If you don't have an opinion, if your opinion you're not able to support it with ideas, facts, you don't have human geography. Do we get that? Right in the beginning, I said human geography क्या होता है इस animal को समझिए. True or not? So till yesterday, you were an agriculturalist who had a cow in the house. You were taking care of the cow in the house. But when you are a human geography student, then you are a forest officer who is dealing with the declining population of tiger and rhino in India. Taking care of a cow is not easy, but you know what all to do. Protecting tiger poaching, rhino poaching is more difficult, and you really do not know what to do, and you have to find out your answers. Do we get that? So Purvi, क्या कोई ऐसी दवाई है? Is there any vitamin or mineral capsule that I give you and you digest it? कि human geography में वो हो जाए. So I hope I have made my message clear. I can be your guide. I can make it interesting. I can make you think about it. I can make you link things. I can challenge you. I can give you feedback. I can, light that fire. But उसको fuel आप ही को देना होगा. Get that? So I'm in my first year of graduation. So can I start my preparation for optional instead of GS? Sneha, you can absolutely start that. 2 June से जो बैच शुरू हो रहा है, do that. और स्नेहा मैं बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि ये जो ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी आपने सुना ना, think, link, importance of money. Tell me, should a person learn importance of money after being a graduate, before being a graduate, or right from childhood? So that will help you. Sir, my last question, I'm taking more than at least 5 hours to do homework for geography. I search for many sites. I try to find the very relevant point. Is it okay to spend that much time? No, it is not okay. Okay. So let me tell you what is the problem. So there is an old student. He sent me a message. इसने मेंस पिछली बार prelims दिया. Unfortunately, he could not clear. Prelims. So he was in master stroke. So he wrote his answers. I know he's a serious student. So he is writing to me, sir, high population density in northern states of India is one factor responsible for high seismic vulnerability in North India. And he said, sir, how is this possible? We कहाँ पढ़ा उन्होंने? कोई source नहीं बताया. Remember, you ask questions like this without any source. So he has that. High population density in India is one of the factors responsible for high seismic vulnerability How is it, sir? ठीक है. He had sent this message on 19th May. I did not get time. Today morning I woke up and I was looking at it. मैंने कहा message भेजा है. तो कैसे होगा? So that means this person has been preparing from at least 2020. Yes or no? 2021 he could not clear prelims. Now he's preparing for 2022. This thing. Is everyone okay? This question is human geography question. And 2 years. Somebody asked me, Sneha asked me, sir, can I do that or not? Sneha, आपके पास example दे रहा हूँ. कि a person who spent 2 years has this problem जो होना नहीं चाहिए. So obviously, many of you are wondering, how can population density lead to earthquake? Earthquake से थोड़ी होगा. True or not? So I did not do much about it. Only problem is he does not know meaning of the vulnerability. Vocabulary नहीं है इनके पास. The sentence is not saying that population density causes earthquake. It also says one factor, not the only factor. इसमें तो कोई doubt ही नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है? But I did not want to put too much time on debate. So I picked up an article, I searched Google for what I wanted to know. This article I underlined 2, 3 and I sent him in the morning. Do you know what it says? A large violent tornado or a cyclone, for instance, passing through open field is of little danger. On the other hand, a relatively weak tornado, छोटा सा, passing through through densely populated area will create lot of loss of human life. ठीक है? यही वो कह रहे हैं. अब उसके बाद जो मैंने येलो से मार्क किया है, येलो वाला बताना चाहता हूं. लेट मी रीड इट. While the intensity is important, of equal importance is the presence of population because it adds the risk of harm before, during and after disaster. ये पूर्वी, how much time did I take for this? Did I spend 5 hours? ये पूर्वी के आंसर कर रहा हूं मैं. कैसे नो? So you know what did I search? Population as a factor for hazard vulnerability. I knew what to search. First article, I just took a snapshot. Underlined also, no more talk with the student, and he says thank you sir. और ये जो नीचे लिखा है ना, नीचे वाला, should I read that? So it says, although the sources of vulnerability are multiple and diverse, they also include population growth and distribution and social diversity. Exact answer, specific answer, how much time did I take to find out? 1 minute. तो पूर्वी जब आप कह रहे हैं होमवर्क करने के लिए मुझको कितना टाइम लग रहा है? 5 hours. Something wrong पूर्वी. Do we get that? तो आप ज्यादा टाइम ले रहे हैं. You are not being efficient in that. आपको क्या होमवर्क मिला था? वर्ल्ड ट्रेड पता करना है. चेंजिंग वर्ल्ड ट्रेड आफ्टर और पोस्ट कोविड. ऐसे ही मैं डालूंगा चेंजिंग वर्ल्ड ट्रेड पोस्ट कोविड डाउन टू अर्थ. डालू, मैं देखूं क्या देता है. आप लोग भी डाल के देख लीजिए. यू ऑल्सो पुट दैट चेंजिंग ग्लोबल ट्रेड डाउन टू अर्थ. अच्छा, मैंने ग्लोबल ट्रेड पोस्ट कोविड नहीं लिखा, बट ऐसे ही मैं सर्च करता हूं. लेटेस्ट न्यूज ओपिनियंस ऐसे कुछ नहीं आया. ग्लोबल ट्रेड लिबरलाइजेशन एंड डेवलपिंग कंट्री ट्रेड ग्लोबलाइजेशन. ग्लोबल ट्रेड अपडेट अंकटैड की एक रिपोर्ट आ गई है 2021, 8 पेजेस की रिपोर्ट. दिस इज एन 8 पेज रिपोर्ट. ग्लोबल ट्रेड अपडेट May 9, 2021. अंकटैड 8 पेजेस रिपोर्ट. व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम? ठीक है. ग्लोबलाइजेशन इन ट्रांजिशन, ये मैकिंजी की रिपोर्ट. 2 हो गया. बट द सैड पार्ट इज दैट आई डिड नॉट गेट एनीथिंग फ्रॉम डाउन टू अर्थ. परफेक्टली ओके. सो अब मैंने इसमें डाउन टू अर्थ में कुछ नहीं है, बट मेरे पास एक 8 पेज की रिपोर्ट है. Changing global trade, I am writing Yojana magazine. December 2014, FDI and international trade. मिल गया? Will it give me the required concept? Sir, but this is 2014. Just now I had UNCTAD 2021 report also. Current affairs from that, static from this. Should I do anything else? April 2014 और ये December 2014 की योजना है. October 2020 में सर्च ही कर रहा हूं तो इट सेज योजना मैगजीन इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस. So Purvi, I'm not giving hypothetical things. आपके सामने करके बता रहा हूं. Will I need 5 hours now? Everyone, I could have started the class. I decided to give 5 minutes before sitting to work. I want to know about international trade. I have a report by UNCTAD about 2021 trade. I have all the concepts about global trade in a Yojana magazine. When I download it, I will see only the important article, and I also have a October 2020 international relation related this. हो गया मेरा तो सर्च. ये 5 मिनट जिसने दे दिए, ये देखो कितना सुंदर आया. लेट मी इम्पैक्ट ऑफ पेंडेमिक ऑन ट्रेड एंड डेवलपमेंट UNCTAD. आप भी मेरे साथ ही सर्च कर रहे हैं. यू आर डूइंग इट विद मी, नो? इम्पैक्ट ऑफ पेंडेमिक ऑन ट्रेड एंड डेवलपमेंट. 5 minutes of thinking aloud with my students. Have I got the world? अब मैं इसको पढ़ लूंगा. Apart from what my teacher has already taught me, what is development, the changing meaning of development, how do we measure development, did I get points or not? Now, if you are taking 5 hours to this, well, that is not fair. Yes. Sir, how will that improve? So everyone, what is the record for a 100-meter race? The fastest man on earth, Usain Bolt. कितने सेकंड है 100-meter race? Any idea? कुछ लोग जल्दी गूगल कर रहे होंगे, जल्दी से बताओ. 100-meter race 9.5 seconds. Okay, if you ask me, जल्दी गेस मत करो यार, वैसे तो मेरे ख्याल से सब 9 जा चुके हैं, 9 के नीचे भी जा चुका है. कितना चल रहा है भाई? 9.5 चल रहा है. चलो ठीक है. Everyone, please pay attention. If I run today, how much time will I take? How much time will I take? Maybe 15 to 20 seconds. मधुकर 3 मिनट तो नहीं लगेगा यार. 100 मीटर है, तुम कभी दौड़े नहीं हो भाई, ये सब तुम थ्योरेटिकल कर रहे हो. पूरी जान से अगर मैं दौड़ता हूँ, फुल स्पीड से दौड़ता हूँ, तो आई टेक 50 to 20 सेकंड. कभी दौड़े नहीं तो यार लगे हाथ. आई जनरली डोंट टॉक टू माय स्टूडेंट्स दैट हाइपोथेटिकल थिंग्स. मैं सच में दौड़ा भी हूँ, और आपने कभी दौड़ा नहीं. मैंने कहा ना, हमारे मिडिल क्लास बच्चे जो है घर में बैठे बैठे एनसीईआरटी पढ़ पढ़ के पकौड़ा हो रहे हैं, और वो सोच रहे हैं उनको बहुत आता है लाइफ के बारे में. 15 से 20 सेकंड से ज्यादा नहीं लगा. 3 मिनट बहुत होता है. 3 मिनट में मैगी बन के तैयार हो जाती है. 100 मीटर की रेस उससे ज्यादा नहीं हो. चलो ठीक है, आपने 3 मिनट ले लिए. Should you be ashamed of that? Should you be ashamed of that? No. I take 3 minutes. But tell me, is this possible? Is 9.5 possible? Yes, sir, it is possible. What will it take? Awareness that 3 minutes is too much, and progressively bring it to 2 minutes, 1 minute, 45 seconds, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. How much time will it take? Will it take only running? No, it will take stamina, food, diet, sleeping. Maybe 6 months में आप ऐसा हो जाओगे. Is it possible 6 months की practice में that you reach that? चलो 6 months मत ले लो, 1 year में हो जाओगे. So Purvi is taking 5 hours to do a task which I can finish in 1 hour, or even less than that. Do we agree? So should Purvi or any of you feel ashamed of that? No. But what should you do? That 5 hours is wrong, is unnecessarily too much. So you're not having that attention, you're not having that stamina, you're not having that processing ability. Abhi nahi. But now that this conversation has happened, can you see 5 hours is a criminal time अगर आप ये कर रहे हो तो आपको क्या ध्यान देना चाहिए पूर्वी? यार, before I sit down, I must first identify what all will I read, because otherwise waste of time. Then I've also done that. See, this is cheating. Most of you are doing cheating. You did foundation, I taught you how to read, but you are studying. And this is our education system. हर एक word को हम रटना चाहते हैं. We want to mug up things. So Purvi is mugging up things. When you mug up things, तो क्या होगा? आप ये बनते हो. रिस्क आपके बढ़ते हैं. आप मूवी बना रहे हो, मग अप करके आप फेल हो जाओगे. True or not? अपने बेस्ट टाइम में बैठेंगे. रीडिंग है तो रीडिंग है ना, जस्ट रीडिंग, एंड देन थिंक एंड रिलेट, एक आंसर लिखेंगे. 1 घंटे में आराम से होगा. Anyone who's taking 5 hours for anything as small as a topic, you are doing that criminal mistake. Stop doing that. और एक बात बताऊं, human geography teacher, it's very easy to finish the syllabus. It is very difficult to stop the class and have this conversation which I'm having with you. कि भाई सुनो, the game has changed. We need to do something else now. We need to identify, we need to learn how to scroll and find internet से कैसे निकालना है. आपको वो भी दिया, डेमो भी दिया, how will I do this? Get that? अब नोट्स में भी सारी चीजें नहीं उतारनी है, only the most important things are there. So that has to be done. If that is going to happen, things will change for you. Otherwise, these things will continue, and I want to tell you, when we want this to happen, most of the movies will fail. Yes or no? Only a few will become KGF. You are not playing the gamble of 100 crore, but you are playing the gamble of 1 year of full faith in you, by your parents, your near and dear ones, by your teachers, by you yourself. इस 1 साल में कुछ भी छोड़ो नहीं, समझदारी से काम करो. Not only be honest, be efficient also, be effective also. It is not that you spend more time in front of books, God is watching everything, so you must be rewarded. We don't live in a just world hypothesis कि भगवान सब देखता है, मेरी मेहनत रंग लाएगी. भगवान आपकी स्मार्टनेस भी देखना चाहता है. Can we bring that smartness? God has given you mind which is processing, so God wants to see that smartness also. Can I expect that? And tell me one more thing, last thing before I end this. The more your knowledge base increases, will your processing improve or not? The more I teach geography every year, am I growing better in teaching and understanding geography or not? So right now, if you are a slow person, if you are a slow learner, if you persist with it, will things change or not? Did you feel a quantum jump coming in physical geography because you started participating in the group activities? Just because of that. Human geography, the rules are different. It's a different game. If this was cricket, that is baseball. So different game, different rules and different approach. That is my request. I hope everyone is with me. Okay. So how can I wisely utilize my 3 years of graduation for preparation, Sneha? I think you invest time in your graduation. If you can spare time from your graduation, you should spare at least 5 hours outside your college, in which you can invest 2 hours in classes, 2 hours in classes, and 3 hours for reading basic books, which is NCRT and newspaper. If you do this much, that will be great, Sneha. 5 ghanta daily outside your college. If you are doing this, this is going to give you tremendous results. Yet, Purvi says, thank you for spending 40 minutes for my personal query. Everyone, was this Purvi's personal query? Was this Purvi's personal query? So Purvi, I want to tell you that I don't take queries just because you had asked. ये तो मैंने कहा ना, student has asked, उसको individual answer दे दिया. I know this is the query. I've been here for last 17 years. So many students come with amazing dreams, twinkling in their eyes. But that's the goal. They don't have the means for it. And when I switch over from physical to human geography, students are not able to switch over. They are still thinking physical geography rules apply. Oh, he will teach us mathematics, addition and subtraction. No, no. Remember, in 6th standard, addition, subtraction, multiplication was done. Then they made us solve word problems. Remember, Ramu's father age will be 3 times Ramu's age when he was 18 years, something like that. Word problem aa gayi ab aapke paas. You have done those things. Human geography is word problem. Do we get that? So, looking for that maturity, think about it and have that confidence. Chale? So I hope I have answered. So instead of 15, we have taken 40 minutes. It's perfectly okay with it. So अभी मैंने आपसे क्या कहा? Assume that you are going to set up an industry in India. Assume, everyone, you have whatever it takes to set up an industry. You have the money with you. You have the support system. You have the technology. You have everything. So please do not tell me the name of the industry you want to set it up. You do not tell me the name of the industry you want to set up. Please tell me, first of all, everyone decide an industry. And then my question is, please tell me, would you want to set up that industry at Nagaland? Yes or no, take a part in the poll. I've asked you to set up an industry, decide an industry. Would you want to set it up at Nagaland? Nagaland में लगाना चाहोगे वो industry? First, decide which industry. ऐसा नहीं कि सर नागालैंड में मैं फिर कौन सी लगाऊंगा? No, no, no. You decide which industry you want to set up in India, and then my question is, are you interested in setting it up in this thing? So 88% people said no. I also said no. So the right answer was this. Okay. Do you have your industry still in your mind? Do you have your industry still in your mind? How many of you would be happy setting up that industry in Gujarat or Maharashtra? Gujarat or Maharashtra this time? Gujarat or Maharashtra? The poll is coming. Please choose. Unable to send the poll. Gujarat, Maharashtra. I have taken my right answer. Let me see whether your answers and my answers match or not. So 92% of people have supported what I believe in. My answer was yes, and you people also said yes. True? Perfect. So I want to ask you one thing, that how is it that such a coincidence has happened? Such a coincidence has happened. That means there must be certain factors. There must be certain factors guiding, responsible for location of industries. This is the topic that we are going to do today. This is geography syllabus. So quickly, I want 20 factors. Brainstorming, I want 20 factors to be listed immediately. Don't stop, don't type. Take a blank sheet. As I said, human geography is about brainstorming. So take a blank sheet, decide, then only this will happen. Quickly, the factors, everyone, even if you are a new person, I'm just looking at your imagination, your creativity. I'm saying human geography is about that. Okay, tell me what are the factors. मधुकर इज सेइंग मेनली 4. मधुकर मैंने तो 20 कहा था यार, ये थोड़ी ना बात है कि आप जो है मेनली 4 कर रहे हो. बता लो मेनली 4 क्या है आपके मेनली 4. व्हाट आर दोस मेनली 4? So Madhukar says resource, market, labor, एंड ट्रांसपोर्ट। सो मधुकर देखो और क्या होता है, और इसके अलावा क्या होता है। टेक्नोलॉजी, weather and climate, government schemes, electricity is energy, environmental factor, infertile land, land, raw material, land, water, air, relief and topography. Raki says banking, so capital. Yes. Energy, done. Peace and stability, government schemes, government policy and governance. और बताइए जल्दी से, quickly, what else? Whatever is on the screen, do not write that. Whatever is on the screen, do not repeat that now. When labor is there, her skilled labor will not be a separate point. When land has already been written over there, quickly. Anything outside this? Anything outside this? Anything which has not come on the screen? सर्वेश्वर देखकर, दीपक देखकर, यहाँ पर आया सर्वेश्वर का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर। हर्ष कुमार स्क्रीन पढ़िए, बिना पढ़े मत करिए। Resource, transport, market, labor, technology, government schemes, energy, capital, infrastructure. Quickly. Nilni says management like CEO and managers. Can anyone tell where will Nilni's point go in out of these categories? Where do we put Nilni's point? Management, CEO, manager. Priyanka says environment impact. Can someone tell where will Priyanka's point go? Priyanka's point will also go. हाँ, राकी ने लिखा है disaster proneness, ये आ सकता है। Akshay is saying storage facility. Everyone, can you see where is storage facility on the screen? Akshay, infrastructure will be including storage facility. Rishabh is saying demography. Rishabh, what do you want with demography? What do you want with demography? How is demography responsible for factor? Can you tell me? You wrote demography. How is demography responsible? Harsh, whenever you write a point, Sarveshwar, now that you're writing a point, start looking at the screen. Is it there or not? Dushyant, look at the screen. Is it there or not? Don't repeat. Rishabh, demography of a place. I have not got that answer till now. Sorry. Quickly. think. Want to know demand of people. तो वहाँ पर है ना. Rishabh, now you tell me where is demand of people already in this. हर्ष कह रहे सब्सिडरी इंडस्ट्रीज नियर बाय। हाँ, अगर कुछ इंडस्ट्रीज एक साथ आ जाएं तो वो एक पॉइंट बन सकता है। वी कॉल दैट पॉइंट एज एग्लोमरेशन। स्मॉलर इंडस्ट्रीज विल लोकेट देमसेल्व्स क्लोज टू द पेरेंट इंडस्ट्री। ऋषभ जल्दी बताओ आपका कहाँ है पॉइंट इसमें? डोंट यू थिंक ऋषभ डिमांड ऑफ द पीपल ये मार्केट में पता चल जाएगा, और अगर आपको पॉपुलेशन से और कुछ करना है तो लेबर से पता चल जाएगा। somebody said management CEO, who is CEO? लेबर इज CEO? नो सर, CEO हाँ वो भी लेबर है। Right now I'm in the education industry. Who am I? I am the labor. Teacher is the labor. क्या बात करो, मैं लेबर हूँ भाई कंपनी में। Who am I? I am the labor. Now for some reason the camera is off. I don't know why. Is everyone able to listen to me? For some reason the camera decided to go off. The camera is on. Perfect. पूर्वी saying society is acceptability. तो पूर्वी उसको एक नाम देते हैं सोसाइटी एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी का, सोशियो कल्चरल फैक्टर। यू वांट टू गो इनटू मीट प्रोसेसिंग एंड बीफ प्रोडक्शन इन इंडिया। सही है या गलत है? गोइंग बाय द सोशल नॉर्म्स। ऐसे नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि वर्ल्ड में लोगों को बीफ खाना चाहिए, नहीं खाना चाहिए। हमारे यहाँ तो नहीं चलेगा सोशियो कल्चरल वैल्यू सिस्टम। इज इट अ फैक्टर और नॉट? एवरीवन डन? सो काउंट करें 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 15 आया। Don't you think globalization is a factor? Don't you think globalization is a factor for responsible for location of industries? Is globalization a factor or not? We did not use it. Get that? Do you also feel that certain industries are where they are? Certain industries are where they are because Britishers had set them up. They may not be there today. I would not want to set them up there. That's not the best place. Yes, historical factors are also there. Somebody saying supply chain. Sort of supply chain यहाँ पे screen पे आ चुका है. Everyone, where would I put supply chain? Either infrastructure or globalization. कहीं तो आ जाएगा ना. Globalization में भी तो supply chain involved है. अब ये नहीं है कि कुछ फंडा लेकर आ. Is everyone okay? So there were never 20 factors. First of all, अपने 20 नहीं हुए. I want to talk to everyone who's listening to me. See, for me, students are not numbers. The numbers have increased wherever I have been teaching. The numbers have increased, offline, online. To many educators, they may be just numbers. More numbers means more popularity. For me, student is an investment of teachers' energy. Now, I've been listening to Madhukar. I think I met also Madhukar at the Delhi Center. And Madhukar tells me that he's been preparing for last 2 years. I was not happy to listen from a person who's been preparing for last 2 years saying that actually there are mainly 4 factors. So do I have valid factors more than that? So if Madhukar gets an opportunity to write prelims and choose which is the right answer, Madhukar has only 4 factors to think upon. If Madhukar is giving a mains answer, there also his answer would be based on the 4 factors which he feels is enough. Do you see? If you have this limiting approach, this may be a reason why you would not be able to clear the examination, though your efforts will not be less. This was not happening in physical geography. This was not happening in mathematics, addition and subtraction. This will happen in human geography. True or not? Many people were saying, cheap labor, skilled labor, more population, all of that has come under one point. So Madhukar, is contentedness se bahar nikaliye. Come out of this. If 2 years of preparation of civil services has not been able to bring this to you, I feel it's my responsibility for you and all others listening to us that don't get into this fake contentment. Brainstorming is a point. Why did I demonstrate this? Brainstorming is a point. A good brainstorming is a point where whatever you people say, it will be included somewhere on the screen. This is where brainstorming ends. But sir, this took a lot of time. Yes, absolutely, it took a lot of time. Remember, if you ask me to run a 100-meter race, I will take a lot of time. Like Madhukar said, I'll take 3 minutes. Though he has never run that. रन करेंगे तो उनको खुद पता चल जाएगा कि 3 मिनट तो बहुत बड़ा टाइम होता है. अभी हमें टाइम की वैल्यू भी नहीं पता. Yes sir, like if we have some city already known for it, it is preferable to set up there. हर्ष कहानी मत करो, यहाँ पर हो गया. कल भी तुमने काफी चैंपियनगिरी करी थी. मैं इतनी आसानी से नहीं आने वाला हूँ बातों में. ठीक है, इंप्रेस करना बंद करो. अभी तक तुम्हारी तरफ से होमवर्क सबमिट हुआ नहीं है. मुझे इंप्रेस मत करो, बच्चों को इंप्रेस मत करो. ये जो फैक्टर है आपका आ गया है, इसको कहा जाता है एग्लोमरेशन. कर दिया है वो. ठीक है. Do not try to impress. Who tries to impress? Who tries to look good? Who feels I am not impressive? Who feels I am not good? I am तो not saying you are bad. तो क्यों ऐसे इस क्या इनसिक्योरिटी में छाप रहे हो? मत छाप. फालतू में दिखाओ मत. सर मेरा अंडर 150 रैंक आया. अरे भाई, ऑल ओवर इंडिया कॉम्पिटिशन्स चल रहे हैं. क्या दिखा रहे हो सबको? मत दिखाओ. है ना? So I wish you कि आप रैंक 1 लेकर आइए. Stop showing off. Get that? If you are my student, जितने हो अपने वाटर को बढ़ाते रहिए, अपनी डेप्थ को बढ़ाते रहिए. The world will acknowledge you. You don't have to tell the world how great you are. Get that? Do we get this? So मैं ध्यान रखता हूँ, मुझे सबका पता है who's growing on the group, who's really improving on that. And that is why I said, like I invest in my students, I invest in my relations, I invest in everything that I look around. I even invest in nature. And that's my energy, and I do it with all religious intentions. ठीक है? Everyone. तो ये factors हो गए. And this has been done in 15 minutes. We took 15 minutes. But in the examination, we will not write all this. We will say factors responsible for location of industry are related to physical geography as well as human geography. Makes sense? Both the factors are there. Can I say another way of saying this? That locationalization of industries is an outcome of the interplay of both physical and human geography factors as discussed below. Simple sentence. I'm not impressing you with anything. I've always said, pehla power of answer is correct answer. Can I give you better introductions? I have a lot of introductions. अगर मुझे ही आंसर करना होगा, मैं कहूंगा, अगर मुझे इंट्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट करना हो, the Weberian ideas of industrial locations were somewhere rooted in the physical and geographical factors controlling the location of industries. तो आप तो नहीं लिख सकते ना वेबेरियन आइडियाज, बट मैंने तो डाल दिया. So I also know how to make the answer get to the next level. But at your level, my intention is to ask you to make the answer right. First get the answer right, then we are going to decorate it. Do we get that? तो वेबर भी लाएंगे. अभी तक यहाँ क्लियर हुआ या नहीं हुआ? तो ये फैक्टर हो गया. ये कहाँ से आ गए? ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग से आ गए. एंड व्हाट फैक्टर्स वर रिस्पॉन्सिबल? Geographical factors were responsible. Perfectly okay. But we are doing economic geography. We are doing what? Economic geography. Economic geographical factors for factors behind location of industries. अब हम ये कर रहे हैं. वो तो आपने अपनी सोच से बता दिया. Now I have to tell you something what those people are thinking. So economic geographers ने दो school of thought लिए. इन सबका ये मानना है, economic geography believes in one thing, that all men include women also. So sadly they use the word men. They should include women also. All men are rational people. Who are rational? Who is a rational person? Unbiased. All men are rational economic men. Rational economic decision makers. So economic decision maker कौन होता है? जो प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन करता है. All men are rational economic. They are decision makers, rational, and decision makers, they have access to all variables are known to them. So whatever I got to do, I have to decide where to set up the industry. First of all, I am rational, totally rational. Okay. Second, I will look only for profit. I am not biased. Do we get that? And I have all the variables known and I know everything about it. Okay. Then he says profit maximization, this decision can be based on two things. Number one, maximum revenue. Okay. I must generate maximum revenue. And second is least cost. Maximum revenue and profit. Okay. Those school of thought. There are two schools of thought. Okay, Shivam, welcome. Good that you come to join the class even when your health is not good. Trust me, if you participate, health will improve. Health will also improve. So maximum revenue and profit. What does maximum revenue and profit means? Means I will do something जिसमें maximum profit आएगा. So if I have something, my investment is 9.9 rupees. Yes, and my return is 10 rupees. So how much is my profit? 0.1 per unit. 0.1 per unit. I will send 1 million of this product. 0.1 into 1 million कितना होता है? 0.1 million means 1 lakh rupees हो जाएगा ना. 0.1 million is equal to 1 lakh. Yes or no? True. So कितना profit निकलता मुझे? So I will choose a location that will give me this. Another thing is that the market price of the good is 1,000 rupees. I reduce my cost price. To 500 rupees. So my profit is what? My profit is market price, cost price. My profit is 500 rupees. Okay, 500 into 20,000 is what? जल्दी से बताइए. Into 2,000. 500 into 2,000 is equal to into 2,000 now. Sorry, 1 lakh हो जाएगा. True. How much did I sell? This fellow is selling how many? 1 million. This fellow is selling how much? 2,000 only. Are both of them making the same profit? Both of them are making the same profit. एक की अप्रोच क्या है? मैक्सिमम रेवेन्यू. ये कौन करता है? जियो मॉडल. करेगा कि नहीं करेगा? रिमेंबर जियो ने ये किया, सबको फ्री कर दो, थोड़ा मार्जिन बचाओ. लेट्स प्ले विद द नंबर्स. यस नो? लीस्ट कॉस्ट कौन है? आपके आसपास जो समोसा बना रहा है, वो अपना कॉस्ट मिनिमाइज करता है. सो एवरीवन, economic geography, the idea of economic geography of locating an industry is based on two things. Either you go into maximizing profit, जो cost लगेगा वो लगाओ, ad देना है, सब कुछ देना. This fellow will not give any ad. इसने अपना cost price reduce किया हुआ है. Is everyone okay? So did we understand first the examples? Did we understand that this is a decision to locate industry? Now you tell me. Some of you thought at least 4-5 ideas. You were lazy. I would simply rate you as lazy in this. यार teacher बोल रहा है 15, मुझे तो पता है, मैं तो 5 ही दूंगा. दे दो. You missed an opportunity of digging out. ठीक है. Second thing is आपके दिमाग में तो आया नहीं profit maximization and all that. Did it come? No, you were thinking more from a simple geographical point of view. Now we are thinking from an economic geography point of view. So this is a fusion part, economics and this thing coming together or not? Is everyone with me on this? पहला तो ये हो गया. So the difference. Second thing is मुझे जो economic geographers है ना, they are actually not economic geographers, they are economists. और हमने उनका काम copy paste किया. So remember quantitative revolution. So can I say this is quantitative revolution people? Mathematics हमने उनसे borrow कर लिया. Now tell me, your parents say बेटा civil services की तैयारी कर लो, हमें कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. We are totally unbiased. You marry anyone, we are totally unbiased. Is it true? Are human beings rational? Are we rational? So human beings are not rational. In fact, they are irrational. They are irrational. Economic decision makers, profit maximization. Do you think a mother takes care of the child for profit maximization? You say all human beings are rational and economic. Nonsense. Yes, all variables are known. Tell me one thing. Do you know everything about geography optional before taking geography as an optional? Did you actually calculate it that way? नहीं यार, feel alright. Teacher की class attend किया, subject I'm liking it. Okay, that's okay. It is working. ठीक है. आप बताइए, Leander Pace and Mahesh Bhupati. Leander Pace and Mahesh Bhupati were the leading pair in doubles tennis. Yes or no? In fact, in mixed doubles, they continued to be this, but in tennis, they picked up a fight and they said, we cannot play together. Yes or no? Irrational or not? Absolute irrational यार. अरे come on यार, देश के लिए खेलना है, आप दोनों अच्छे हो, थोड़े बहुत differences भुला सकते हो, नहीं भुलाने यार, नहीं भुलाने. Yes or no? Rational. So many people have participated in such events which are communal in nature. They don't believe in it, but वो खुश हो गए उधर. Yes or no? Many people should say no to certain things, but they do not do that. Irrational होते हैं, हम नहीं होते. मैं तो अभी भी कह रहा हूँ कि anyone who's giving 5 hours to read a chapter is irrational, is non-economic. So human beings are actually not economic human beings. What are we? We are human beings. हमारे पास यही तो problem है. We are not computers. Computers can deliver those things. So मुझे बताइए कि ये सारी चीजें जो हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, are all these things going to fail somewhere because we are assuming man to be what? Rational economic man. And who assumed man to be rational economic man? Quantitative revolution. Remember that perspective class? They said remove all emotions. Remember all questions on emotions. Remember I told you about positivism. Something which cannot be positively verified should not be studied by geography. They said भाई सिर्फ वही चीजें करेंगे जो mathematically हो सकता है. So we are in that phase of economic geography where I told you geographically both physical and human geography factors are responsible. But here we have an economist. His name is Alfred Weber. We are going to do his model. This model is called industrial location model. तो इंडस्ट्रियल लोकेशन के लिए कितने फैक्टर्स उनके दिमाग में होने चाहिए, जल्दी से बताओ. हाउ मेनी फैक्टर्स शुड बी देयर? हाउ मेनी फैक्टर्स शुड बी देयर? सर एटलीस्ट 17 तो होने चाहिए. ट्रू और नॉट? अभी तो हम ही ने निकाल दिया ना, वी आर नॉट वेबर. एटलीस्ट 17 फैक्टर्स. तो वेबर का जो इंडस्ट्रियल लोकेशन है, देयर आर टू ऑप्शंस, टू अप्रोचेस अवेलेबल इन फ्रंट ऑफ वेबर. नो, ही कैन गो फॉर प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन, ही कैन गो फॉर लीस्ट कॉस्ट. सो इन्होंने क्या दिया है? हिज थ्योरी इज कॉल्ड द लीस्ट कॉस्ट लोकेशन. Least cost location theory. समझ में आया? तो theory is going to tell us where industries will locate. Theory is going to tell us, it's going to give us a mathematical model. It's a mathematical decision making tool. People who do not know, जो पहली बार आए हैं उनके लिए बता रहा हूँ, ये अपलोड हो चुका है ऑन द अपडेट सेक्शन. और अगर आप टेलीग्राम पे जुड़ना चाहते हैं और अगर अभी तक नहीं है तो मैं ये भी कर दिया है. और नया बैच कब से शुरू हो रहा है? शुरू हो रहा है 2 जून से. So any of you who gets, people who are looking for geography optional, please उन्हें एडवाइस कर दीजिएगा. अगर वो चाहते हैं तो they can join the classes. Okay, so mathematical decision making tool. तो ये बच्चे कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे कि इनको ज्योग्राफी लेना है या नहीं लेना है? तो वो मेरा एक टूल होता है. What is the tool? Course orientation and blueprint. मैंने सबसे पहले ये कोर्स लिया कि नहीं लिया? उसके बाद मैंने क्या लिया? फाउंडेशन कोर्स. Why did I do that in geography? So that you can make up your mind. What is Weber doing? वेबर ने क्या किया? वेबर ने एक मैथमेटिकल टूल दे दिया. इट इज लाइक टिक 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 टिक. हाँ ठीक है, ये इंडस्ट्री यहाँ पे लग जानी चाहिए. यू गेट दैट? मेरा टूल कैसा है? मेरा टूल, अगर आप मेरी क्लास में बैठेंगे, उस क्लास को अटेंड करेंगे, तो मेरा टूल थोड़ा क्वालिटेटिव टूल है. व्हाट इज अ क्वालिटेटिव टूल? इफ यू डू द एक्सरसाइजेस व्हिच आई टेल यू, यू योरसेल्फ विल फील अरे यार चेंज हो गया. बट वेबर का टूल क्या है? वेबर का टूल इज अ क्वांटिटेटिव टूल. ही सेज इफ दीस पैरामीटर्स आर मेट, आंख बंद करके इंडस्ट्री लगा दो. ट्रू और नॉट? अभी कल आई मेट अ फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन और हम लोग, उन्होंने नया घर लिया है. सो दे सेड कम ओवर टू आवर प्लेस. चले गए. तो मी एंड माय फैमिली हैड डिनर ओवर देयर. तो फ्रॉम द विंडो ही शोड अ बिल्डिंग. ही सेड वो बिल्डिंग है ना, पता उसमें घर कितने का है? 2 करोड़ का है. ही सेड गुड, अच्छी बात है यार, बहुत ज्यादा पैसा है. ही सेड अगर वो मैं आज ले लूँ ना, if I get that. So there are some problems with that. That is why it is for 2 crore. But moment the problems are solved, it will become 8 crore. ऐसे बड़े लोग बड़ी बात है यार. आज 2 करोड़ का ले लूंगा तो ये जैसे ही वो हुआ 8 करोड़ हो जाएगा. So good. और तुझे भी लेना है? क्योंकि सुन, जो है इनफ है, मुझे नहीं लेना ना मेरे पास पैसे. Why should I take loan and go into debt? These are not the time यार. ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी, वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी, क्यों खर्चा करना है यार? और वही घर आपको कितने में किराए पे मिल जाएगा? 20,000 25,000 में घर मिल जाएगा यार किराए पे. सोचो 2 करोड़ का लेके मैं सारी उम्र उसका कर्जा चुकाऊं, मैं क्यों चुकाने वाला हूँ? ऐसे नॉनसेंस भाई, आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड. बट द वे ही सेड कि जैसे ही होगा 2 करोड़ विल गो इनटू 8 करोड़. ट्रू और नॉट? आज ही लगा दे, कोई टेंशन नहीं. ऐसे तेरे पास है, तू लगा ले भाई. बाकी मैं तेरा फ्रेंड हूँ. अगर तेरे ऊपर लोन का भी बर्डन आया, चाय पीने मेरे घर आ जाइए, खाना खाएगा, खाना पेगा, खाना भी खिला दूंगा. ये लोन वोन मत बता. कोई भी ऐसा मुझे अपने ऊपर बर्डन नहीं लेना. आई वांट टू लिव अ हैप्पी लाइफ एंड आई आल्सो वांट टू लिव विद इन माय मींस. अर्बन एरियाज में लोगों के मींस मटेरियलिज्म में स्ट्रेच कर दिए गए. रिमेंबर समथिंग कॉल्ड एज आर्टिफिशियल कैरिंग कैपेसिटी. आई नो माय कैरिंग कैपेसिटी. Should I go by the carrying capacity that is promised to me, that is given to me by a bank? That is not my actual real capacity or not? True or not? So now some people might say, no sir, if you take that sir, see it is such an investment, 2 can become 8. बिल्कुल सही. कौन किसको करना चाहिए वाला काम? जिसके पास 100 crore हो. Someone who has 2 crore rupees to spare, कर ले यार. True or not? I don't even dream of 2 crore rupees. तो फिर मैं लाऊं कहां से? और फिर उसके बाद 8 करोड़. Probably the dream will also go very long. 8 करोड़ में गिनते गिनते सपने में. सर आप तो ऐसी छोटी सोच है सर आपकी. 8 करोड़ सोचो यार. मैंने कहा ना, ओल्ड एज. सर अभी आप बुरे नहीं हुए. अरे एक एज के बाद, when you are at 45, you should be thinking भाई बैंक में डाल दे, जो आ रहा है आने दे. तुम लोग अभी 20s में हो. तुम लोगों को कह रहा हूँ कि this is the time to take failures in life also. Where failure can happen, that is there. So with folded hands I told him, भाई तेरा मॉडल बहुत अच्छा है, चलेगा नहीं चलेगा कोई गारंटी नहीं. तो वेबर बाबा का मॉडल क्या है? अगर ये पैरामीटर्स मीट कर रहे हैं तो जाओ यहाँ पे बिंदास इंडस्ट्री लगा दो, और उसके बाद क्या होगा? पैसा ही पैसा होगा, अच्छे दिन आ जाएंगे. ठीक है? नाउ पीपल डिड दैट, और उसके बाद दे फेल्ड. अच्छे दिन आए नहीं. व्हाई नॉट? जैसे वेबर यू सेड, ही सेड आर यू रैशनल? नो. आर यू प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन? नहीं. आई वाज लिटिल बायस्ड एंड इट वाज माय ग्रैंडफादर्स मनी एंड समथिंग लाइक दैट. और डू यू नो ऑल द वेरिएबल्स? नो. सो इसे इसलिए नहीं हुआ. सो आई मेट समवन आजकल एट द एज व्हेन यू क्रॉस 40 एंड ऑल, नो. So people start talking about, like, how would you manage your money when you grow old and all. ऐसी बातें लोग करना शुरू करते हैं. So I met someone yesterday. He said, do you invest in share market? I said, yeah, I invest in students. No. Student वूडेंट कुछ नहीं होता है. वो तो तुम्हारा जॉब है. Do you invest in share market? I said, not much. Maybe, like a little bit, a very small amount. Yes, I have invested. So I said, you know what? My mother's money was in the banks. And the banks were paying no interest. वो सारा का सारा मम्मी का पैसा लेके मैंने शेयर मार्केट में डाल दिया. I said, आजकल क्या हाल है? He said, अभी सब लॉस में है, बट आई एम वेटिंग, सब सही हो जाएगा. मैंने कहा अपना डालता ना, माँ का भी पैसा सारा डाल दिया. Why did you? No, it was going very fast. मैंने कहा सुन, I know it was going very fast. So many people jumped into it, but we must know how much I can afford. Yes or no? I said, I have invested 10,000, 20,000, maybe 5,000 every month. ऐसा सेविंग कर रहा था मैं. Yes, it has gone to probably 2 lakh rupees. Nothing else. So इतने साल थोड़ा मैं डालता रहता हूँ. जितना मेरा पैसा बचा, 5,000 रुपया बचा, 5,000 डाल दिया. फॉर व्हाट? मे बी इट विल कम हैंडी. ऐसे तुमने अपना मम्मा का जो भी पैसा था, एवरीथिंग यू पुट इनटू दैट. ही सेड, यस भाई, इट इज गोइंग अप. आई सेड, यार, आई रियली विश एंड प्रे. द टीचर इन मी सेज that right now the global economy is in real difficult situation. You said, that's okay. 15 years from now it will be magic. I said, yes, 15 years from now it will be magic. You know what? Because of that, if I'm able to save 5,000 rupees, I put it in the bank or in the market, in mutual fund or something. But I will not take the money of my mother and put all that money over here. Unke 15 saal. I want her to enjoy her 15 years. Yes or no? Tell me, you people, right now at your age, if you are able to save 2,000 rupees a month and you are able to invest, I'm saying you are doing a very golden job. सिर्फ 2,000 की बात कर रहा हूँ और कुछ नहीं. बहुत अच्छी बात. 2,000 rupees possible. People who are doing that, small enterprises, I think even housewives, if they can spare 1,000, 2,000 rupees, they can invest something. It can be in the bank or wherever. But imagine an old lady, her life saving, whatever is there, all of it, you put it in the market, and now you are saying after 15 years it will be okay. Mama का पैसा था ना. And if something happens, a medical emergency happens, and all those things, so पैसा फिर redeem करना पड़ेगा share market से. But at that time it may not be having the same value. True or not? So are human beings rational, or are they emotional, or are they at times temperamental? होते या नहीं होते? So ये मॉडल तो बन जाते हैं. What I'm trying to say here is quantitative revolution gave us models. Remember the criticism of quantitative revolution? It gave us models, but in real life it did not apply. Why did it not apply? Because we had made assumptions which were unrealistic. Is everyone with me or not? Shivam says one of my friend suicided last month. शिवम बहुत तगड़ा वाला अंग्रेजी बोल रहा हूँ. Suicided कुछ नहीं होता बेटा, committed suicide होता है. Because of high losses in share market, it's a very, very sad thing. And I think these are great opportunities for people, but at the same time, they come with a lot of risk. A person should do his or her study and then do that. I'm not against saving money. I'm not against investing it. I'm just saying that we must invest it wisely and within our means, within our carrying capacity. Get that? तो ये होना चाहिए. किसी भी चीज में ट्रेनिंग होगी तभी आपको करना चाहिए. As a teacher's advice, I'm giving. और रही बात इंग्लिश की, तो I will definitely, if you write wrong English, I will at least highlight. So there was this boy from Dehradun. Okay. So he was on a ship once with me. So I got his number after 10 years. So I called him up. I said, "Hi, how are you? Are you still sailing across the world?" He said, "Yes, I was sailing, but abhi main ghar aa gaya hu. I have come home." I said, "Good. So how long do you plan to stay?" He said, "This bar I will have to stay longer because ना मेरे थोड़े ना चाचा जी expire हो रखे हैं. मेरे चाचा जी थोड़े से expire हो रखे हैं." I said, "थोड़े से means which part of चाचा जी has gone?" The normal way of saying it. चाचा जी थोड़े expire हो रखे हैं. I said, "Which part of चाचा जी is gone?" थोड़े से expire हो रखे हैं. If he's gone, he's gone. May his soul rest in peace. As he said, my friend suicided, sir. एकदम मतलब खतरनाक वाला. तो ये बंद कर दो. और थोड़ा सा कोई सुसाइड नहीं करता, थोड़े से कोई एक्सपायर नहीं होते, जो होते हैं पूरे होते हैं, और जो थोड़े से होते हैं दैट मींस वो अभी भी उम्मीद है. पूर्वी बोल चाल की लैंग्वेज बिल्कुल है. That's the beauty of Indian language, no? So I've been born and brought up in this Western UP environment. It is a very tu tadak language. We speak in tu and may and all those things. मोदी जी जो ट्रम्प के साथ था ना, उनका tu tadak का. I come from a very tu tadak world. And moment I reach Delhi University, I get a roommate in my hostel from Bihar, and he says हम सो रहे थे. किसके साथ सो रहा था बे? हम अकेले ही सो रहे थे. अच्छा, मैं तो कंपनी सोच रहा था, तो साथ में नहीं था. It's okay. True or not? So बोलचाल की भाषा. It has all the beauties. You must enjoy that, not feel bad about it. मैं कई बार सोचता था ये रोज सोता है, हम सोते, कितने लोग सोते हैं यार, बहुत सही जा रहा है. Get that? हम खा रहे थे, कितने खा रहे थे, अकेले खा रहे थे. इतनी इज्जत मत दिया करो अपने को, and look at the irony. I married a girl from Allahabad. She's absolutely hum. तो अब हमें हम समझ आ गया. Do we get that? चलिए. So where are we? Weber's industrial location model. So we're talking about Weber. So now we're looking at 17 parameters. 17 parameters. And Weber says they're not 17 parameters. He says industry is based on primarily one factor, one location factor. क्या बात है? Like Madhukar said 4, no. Madhukar, Weber said only one, and that is transport cost. Industry will be located at a place which has the least transport cost. Transport of what? Transport of what? Transport of raw material. Remember, industry will require raw material. And transport of finished product. From where? From where? From say for example, raw material location to factory to market. This is the most important factor. So anyone who wants to set up an industry keeps which point in mind? Least cost. People said, how is it possible only this year? और भी तो कुछ factors हो सकते हैं. He said, yes. There are two more factors, and they are called relocation factors. One is location. So industry will locate at a point P because of factor. But if there is something else, because of two more factors, one is least labor cost. The industry may move a little bit. Is everyone okay? Industry may move a little bit if there is saving on labor cost. Is everyone okay? And he says, if there is an agglomeration benefit, agglomeration क्या होता है? 2-3 industries coming together will make them profitable. होता है? When there is a lot of competition, so what will happen is small industries will come together. They will save time also. ठीक है? अच्छा एक बात बताइए, सभी लोगों ने food court देखा है? Have you seen a food court in a mall? Do you know what is the advantage of a food court? All the eateries will get their bread from one vendor. One vendor वो bread लेकर आया, and he will supply it to this fellow, that fellow, whosoever needs bread. Yes or no? One vendor who is supplying tomatoes, वो tomatoes लेकर आया, and there are 5 shops in the food court. All of them need tomato. एक ही बार में हो जाएगा कि नहीं? Otherwise, if there were 5 different restaurants, in 5 different locations, that tomato fellow will have to go everywhere one by one. Extra transport cost or not? True or not? So I just went to my fruit wala, and I generally like to eat the normal seasonal mangoes. So mango का season चल रहा है. आजकल दिल्ली में mango चल रहा है कुछ 100 rupees kg. I don't know about other cities. 100 rupees kg. So Madhukar says 80 rupees kg. So 80 to 100. That's the one which I am having. So I'm okay with that. Though it should be less. So they tell me because the diesel price has gone up and everything, सब कुछ महंगा चल रहा है. Is everyone okay? I'm also okay with it. So then I like the mango. I said, which variety is this? And what is the rate? He says rupees 80 per piece. Rupees 80 per piece. I said, ये कौन सा mango है यार? So he says rupees 80 per piece. This is Alfonso. I said, okay, Alfonso. No, you tell me in kg. kg का बताओ. You know, Indians like to bargain. No? थोड़ा ज़्यादा बताओ. Tell me in kg. So he says this does not come in kg. I said then. He said this comes in box. Box of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I said kg. He said kg नहीं है. 12 piece आता है. I said okay. How much? I have seen this last year also. How much is this? Okay, you're not telling kg. Tell me this box. He said this box is for 1200 rupees. No, sorry, 1000 rupees. So 80 into 12 कितना होता है? 960. So he says it is around 900 rupees. 900 rupees, 12 pieces. So if you take it one piece at a time, it is 80 rupees per mango. I said last year, I saw such boxes and I asked someone, I did not buy it last year. He said 600 rupees for the box. Suddenly this year, you people have made it 900 rupees, 50% increase in the cost of the price. He said, Bhaiya, महंगाई बढ़ गई है, inflation and everything. See the rate of diesel, petrol. That is why it has become 900. Is everyone okay? So what is he saying? Transport cost is costing that to be more. True or not? Is everyone okay? So वो ये कह रहे हैं कि transport cost is the most important factor. But if you go to the wholesale market, ये तो retail market है ना, the fellow I went to the fruit वाला. But if I go to the wholesale market, mandi which we call in India, वहाँ पर क्या होगा? एक ही जगह पर all the things will be coming. Will this be a little less or not? The wholesale price will be less or not? Wholesale price. And did you hear of recently WPI wholesale price index commodity? This thing has crossed 15%. True or not? Achha, there are many people. Everyone, please look at this. Look at the foolishness of this. I've heard in television people are saying that oil prices have increased. So what? What is the problem? The government is not to be blamed and all that. It is a global thing. पहले 90 का होता था 100 मैं तो 120 भी दूंगा. I am okay with it for my country. I will give 120. Yes, मैं 100 लेता था और 100 का अगर 101 भी हो गया तो क्या फर्क है? 102 भी हो गया तो क्या फर्क है? Everyone, I don't know how much the oil prices have increased. The effect of that in the consumer production, please check it. 50% of the price of the commodity has increased. Oil may have become costly only by few rupees, maybe 10 rupees. But everything you buy, look at the percentage which has been transferred because of that. आपका टमाटर, प्याज, आलू, vegetable oil and everything. So don't just think that if oil is becoming 10 rupees costly, your edible oil will also become 10 rupees costly. No, it will increase in percentage, maybe 20% costly. Your FMCGs, you know, like all those Maggies and everything, soap and everything, उन सब पे बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. तो inflation is a very, very big killer in an economy. I think the central governments across the world have to really deal with inflation, and I'm glad that they are working. Yesterday, I think the government has reduced some excise, and उस वजह से oil price नीचे आया कुछ 9.5 rupees. Because imagine जितना भी transport पे जा रहा है ना, वो सारा का सारा जो आपके और हमारे ऊपर आएगा, वो बहुत ज़्यादा आएगा. So it's a tough road for any government to walk. So I'm not saying that it is easy. Let us go on the roads और ऐसे आंदोलन करते नहीं भाई. It is very, very difficult at this point in time to manage inflation as well as the need for growth in a country. समझ में? तो वेबर के लोकेशन में can everyone see that there is going to be a problem? Only 3 factors are there. The most important factor is what? Least transport cost, and then labor cost. Nothing to do with physical factors, nothing to do with other human factors. And tell me one thing, I just told you right now, food court. Have you heard of food court? Have you heard of something called a software technology park? Have you heard something called leather technology park? Have you heard of something called as food processing parks? Have you heard of something called as export promotion zones? Have you heard of something called as SEZ? So वो सब government policy में आते हैं ना? Can government policy also facilitate the location of industry? Is Weber including that? For Weber, what is it? Least cost location, least cost location. So Weber's theory, before I teach you, can you see this theory will have criticisms? Sometimes people ask me, sir, question, I understood Weber, but there UPSC says, talk about critically evaluate Weber. Sir, वो मुझे नहीं आता. अरे, before going into a theory, can you see the screen is all criticism? Men are not rational, men are not economic all the time, men are having their mood swings, men have hormones, सब कुछ बदलता है, human beings, variable, they don't know all the variables. Most of the times they don't know, we are very fatalistic. हम मंदिर में नारियल फोड़ के काम शुरू करते हैं. इंडिया में फैक्ट्री कैसे शुरू होती है? ऐसी होती है कि नहीं? राफेल जब आया था इंडिया में, डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने उस पर नींबू चलवाया कि नहीं चलवाया? नींबू मिर्ची चढ़ाई थी कि नहीं चढ़ाई थी हमने? नींबू मिर्ची ऑन अ फाइटर एयरक्राफ्ट. तुम बताओ, नींबू मिर्ची ऑन फाइटर एयरक्राफ्ट ये पूजा करने के बाद, आफ्टर डूइंग ऑल दैट पूजा, आप मुझे बता रहे हो रैशनल इकोनॉमिक मैन? मैं अगेंस्ट पूजा ना बिल्कुल करूं. मैं तो खुद अपनी, जब मैंने मोटरसाइकिल ली थी, मैंने भी नींबू पिचकाया था. दो दीस डेज नींबू इज वेरी कॉस्टली, यू शुड नॉट पिचकाओ नींबू, बट आई डिड दैट. ट्रू और नॉट? ऑन द डे ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशन मंदिर में मुझे पैसा चढ़ाना चाहिए कि नहीं चढ़ाना चाहिए? बिल्कुल चढ़ाना चाहिए भाई. 5-7 नंबर बढ़ेंगे तो कम थोड़ी होने वाले हैं. दैट्स ट्रू. एवरीवन, आर यू विद मी ऑन दिस? So Weber's industrial location model is about that. सो व्हाट डू आई हैव टू डू? अच्छा, वेबर के क्वेश्चंस क्या आते हैं, तो बहुत आसान हो गया. एक्सप्लेन आइसोडापेन. सर ये क्या है? आइसोडापेन इन द थ्योरी ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल लोकेशन, क्रिटिकली एग्जामिन वेबर. तो पहला पार्ट हो गया, क्रिटिकली एग्जामिन वेबर. थोड़ा सा तो आ गया, बट अभी क्योंकि थ्योरी नहीं पता है, सो थ्योरी पता होनी चाहिए. थ्योरी में आइसोडापेन पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है, सो लेट मी स्टार्ट दिस थ्योरी आफ्टर अ ब्रेक. क्या टाइम हो गया? 13 14 6 मिनट ब्रेक चलेगा. लेट्स टेक अ ब्रेक and after the break we will start with the theory. Okay, quick break, 6 minutes, will not exceed that. Very good. So we're looking at the locational theory. So I told you there are two set of theories. One is maximum revenue theory, given by Losch, not in our syllabus. Is everyone okay? So what if they ask? They can ask anything. ऐसे ही अगर तोड़ने लगे, but वेबर सिलेबस में दिया हुआ है, इसलिए we are going with this. We'll deal with this. Okay. UPSC is not asked ever, and when they have given specifically things, so that is there. So as it is, I told you that in your answer, you can see that there are two ways, two approaches. Yes or no? But the approach that we are looking at is least cost. So Weber gave his theory, and it was based on certain assumptions. So Weber's theory had some simplifying assumptions. So लिखेंगे, what are the assumptions? Isotropic plane. What is isotropic plane? Uniformity all across. So the soil, the land, the topography, the climate, the fertility, it's all same. Do we have such places in the world which are absolutely homogeneous? No. What are men? Rational, economic men. All men are rational and economic. And what do they need? They look at profit maximization. Yes, sir? So in states which have a lot of dowry, system going on, in those dowry-ridden states, love marriage is a non-economic decision. True or not? In those states, love marriage may not be an economic decision, but love is blind. Yes or no? तो उसमें क्या होता है? अरे यार, अपने मन से करेगा तो फिर दहेज नहीं मिलेगा. You can understand. बट प्यार तो प्यार होता है, इश्क अंधा होता है कि नहीं होता है? तो वो भी कहानी. अच्छा, और भी चचा ने बताया, परफेक्ट कंपटीशन है, परफेक्ट इकोनॉमी, no connection with outer world. So globalization कुछ होता ही नहीं. You are in a region, that's it. ठीक है. Raw material is variable, labor is fixed. Means places where labor will be available, that is only fixed. वो एक ही जगह पर मिलती है. ठीक है. So that's also there. So these are the assumptions which he's having. तो उनके assumptions क्या है कि इंडस्ट्रियल लोकेशन में ये है, और परफेक्ट इकोनॉमी है, और कंपटीशन भी है, एंड डिमांड इज देयर, सो डिमांड भी हुआ. एवरीवन ओके? यहाँ तक क्लियर? परफेक्ट इकोनॉमी, नो बैरियर टू मूवमेंट, कुछ भी नहीं है, सब कुछ ऐसा बन रहा है. ऐसे एक हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन में ही इज गिविंग अस अ मॉडल. ओके. अच्छा, रॉ मटेरियल के बारे में कुछ मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ. रॉ मटेरियल classification. Raw material can be fixed or ubiquitous. I hope you are writing also. Raw material can be pure, it can be gross. Fixed means fixed to a location. Example, iron ore. Available everywhere. Example, air. Is air available everywhere or not? Ubiquitous. What is pure? Finished product. Finished product weight is same as that of raw material. Cotton textile. So cotton textile is made up of what? Everyone? Cotton textile is made up of what? Cotton. Whatever is the weight of the cotton, same is the weight of the fabric. Nothing is lost. Finished product is lighter. Lighter than raw material. Gross is also called as weight losing. Is everyone okay? Weight losing. Example, I would say furniture. The weight of a table or weight of a bed is far more than the wood that was chopped off to create that table, because there is a lot of wastage. Yes or no? True or not? Is everyone with me on this? तो इसको पता करने के लिए he created something called as material index. Material index, MI. Material index is equal to total weight of raw material divided by total weight of finished product. Do we get that? If MI is greater than 1, that means your material is weight losing. Is everyone okay or not? That means your finished product is less weight than raw material. Is everyone okay? यहाँ पे वापस आते हैं, no barrier to movement. Transport cost is uniform and a function of distance traveled and weight transported. वैसा नहीं कि जगह जगह पर different places different transport cost is there. Transport cost remains the same. It is a function of distance traveled. So if you travel more distance, you pay more. Just like in taxi, yes or no? If you travel more distance, you pay more. And just like freight of railways, if you load more, you pay more. So your transport cost is on that. And this is about the nature of raw material. Is everyone okay? Are the 2 slides done for you? If you have a question, please ask. Can you give me an example of a popular weight losing industry? Can you give me an example of a popular weight losing industry? Sugar, very good. Nilli. Aluminium, very good. Paper, very good. Iron industry, iron nahi kahunga Priyanka, steel industry. So everybody, absolutely correct. You put in a lot of sugar cane and get a little bit of sugar. You put in a lot of raw material for paper, wood, timber, less paper on that. You put in a lot of bauxite. The aluminium that you get is very less. Iron ore is not the sole ingredient of steel. For making steel, you need many things. One of them is iron ore. Iron ore, coal, water, they all are needed. Chromium, manganese, limestone, और steel कितना निकलता है? थोड़ा सा निकलता है. So this industry is also weight losing. Is everyone okay? Do we understand what is material index? It's a mathematical way of finding out that what is there. Is everyone okay? Can we move further? Weber presented. Now everyone, the study material will be from here also, so you can pick up, or ये already material में upload हो चुका है. So it is not that I will be loading it. Although I told you in my computer facing all those problems, so I was not able to put them, but I put them. आज settlement की भी class है. I have kept it for 6 o'clock. I was able to get that time slot. So 6 p.m. you will get some time to rest in between. 6 p.m. we have the class, and there also settlement material will be uploaded. So material will be uploaded. Don't worry. So you don't have to run from pillar to post. Material आपके उस पर रहता है post page पर. So Weber presented his theory in 1909 on the basis of his studies. कहाँ पे पढ़ रहे थे Weber? Germany बात कर रहे हैं. South Germany की industry. It's a normative deductive theory. What is normative? One that sets a law. Normative कौन होता है? जो norm बनाता है. Law making. Deductive क्या होता है? Remember, inductive is something you do experiment first. But this fellow is doing what? He is making the statement first. He says test later. So generalization first, general to specific. Okay, and generally deductive models are based on assumptions. If assumptions are not in place, the deduction will also go wrong. Is everyone with me on this? So that's also good. Okay. considers man as a rational economic man, is logical, speaks partial truth, does not claim universal application. So normative deductive theories in real world, ये इसका critical examination हो जाएगा, that universal application is question mark. Weber's model provided the foundation for variable cost analysis. So variable cost, remember, he's looking at least cost. So when you are choosing whether an industry has to be somewhere or not, you are looking at the cost. So if you can find out a location which has least cost, do that. Which dominated the study of industrial location for many decades. It has probably more influence on industrial location theory than any other. So there are later on, scholars have improved this theory. It has been the basis of their understanding. और बाद में इस पे बहुत काम हुआ. It is an idealistic model. Everyone okay? So real world correspondence or applicability. Real world correspondence or applicability is what? Is low. Is everyone okay with this? चलिए. Factors that control. तो इनका क्या कहना था? कौन से फैक्टर करते हैं? Transport cost, labor cost, and agglomeration factor. What is material index? Weight of inputs or raw material divided by the weight of final product. We have looked at that also. Is everyone about ubiquitous? Sand, air, soil found everywhere. Uniquitous. Uniquitous are what? Fixed raw material. Coal, iron, they are there. Types of cost: transportation cost, processing cost, converting that, and labor cost. These are the things which we have. Is everyone okay what the theory is going to do? First of all, we have not started his propositions. Now we are going to talk about them one by one. तो पहले उन्होंने क्या कहा? Transport cost is the prime decider. Principal factor. All factors remaining constant, it is the transport cost which is the decider. ठीक है? It is the transport cost which is the decider. ठीक है? तो कुछ केसेस लेते हैं. Scenario 1. Scenario 1. You have one market. You have one raw material. ठीक है? Market is M. Raw material is RM. Get that? And you're looking for P. What is P? Least cost location. Is everyone okay? So market is the place where you will sell the product. Raw material is the place where your raw material is there, and P is what? Where least cost location of industry, where you are going to set up your industry and process it. Is everyone okay? Okay. Scenario 1, please keep writing. Case 1. Raw material is ubiquitous and pure. This is the landscape, isotropic plane. Quickly tell me, where will you set up the industry? तो ये हमारी market. This is market. Least cost location. Where do I write P? Anywhere on the screen or someplace. Raw material भी है. Raw material कहाँ पर है? Raw material is ubiquitous. Mainly say center. Center of what, beta? Center of what? See, what do I need, everyone? Do I need raw material? Do I need raw material? And do I need market? Now I have to identify where will be P. जल्दी से बताइए. P कहाँ होगा? Where will be P? So P is, Khushi is saying near market. Why not at market? If P is at market, what is the advantage? Is raw material ubiquitous? That means raw material is also available at the market. Is everyone with me? Raw material is also there. What about the transport cost? Zero transport cost. You produce in the market, sell in the market. You produce in the market and sell in the market. Make sense? Very good. So at this thing. So can I say a point? At a point. What is it? Geometric shape. So it can be located at a point, and that point will be somewhere this. Okay, case 2, everyone. Think about it, and I hope you're writing also. Case 2. Market is market. Raw material this time is fixed and pure. Last time what was it? Ubiquitous and pure. अभी मैंने क्या किया? थोड़ा सा change कर दिया. It is not everywhere. So everyone, this is the market. This is the raw material. Where should I set up? Quickly tell me, where should I set up? Near raw material. Some people are saying near raw material, near raw material. Sneha is saying at market. Sarvesh is saying mid. Who लिख दिया ऊपर? Fixed and pure. Pure means the weight of raw material. If raw material is equal to 10 kg, the finished product is equal to 10 kg. So Sarveshwar, Harsh is saying somewhere near raw material. So he's saying near raw material and at good transport location to market. Okay, there is nothing called as good transport location. He said this is isotropic plane. So now very difficult to accept the answer. Some people are saying near raw material. Some people are saying at market. Some people are saying middle also. But suppose I set up P at raw material. Suppose I set up P at raw material, and the distance between raw material and market is 10 kilometers. So I'll have to transport the finished product to the market. Yes or no? In this, I will have to transport finished product for how many kilometer? 10 kilometer. But if I put P over here, then what do I have to transport here? Raw material into 10 kilometer. True or not? Yes. And is the weight different or same? Is the weight different or same? Priyanka is saying different. Why different? The weight is the same. So whether I set it up at RM or P, the transport cost is going to be the same, 10 kilometers into the same weight. It can be anywhere. For that matter, everyone, if I set it up somewhere in the center, 5 kilometers of raw material and 5 kilometers of finished product, even then it is the same. True or not? So that's what I'm saying. People take notes. People don't understand. Where is it? So P is at a line. Last time geometric figure was a point, no? Geometric figure. This time is a line. Line what? Joining market and raw material. Do we agree or not? कहीं पर भी हो सकता है. Nowhere else. इधर उधर नहीं लिख दें. It has to be on this line. So tell me, is Weber giving us a mathematical geometric tool to actually find out the location? He says connect them, and on that line anywhere. If anywhere else you are, suppose P is somewhere here, not allowed. P somewhere here, not allowed. P somewhere here, not allowed. Because you'll have to travel raw material and all that. You are looking at what? Your aim is least cost. Everyone, case 3. This time raw material is fixed and gross. Gross means impure. It means weight losing. So raw material is 50 kg and finished product is 5 kg. Least transport cost के हिसाब से क्या आएगा जल्दी बताओ. Quickly tell me where will it be. So अभी मैं बना देता हूँ. This is raw material and this is market. Near to raw material, at raw material, I would personally like to go for P over here. P at raw material. Why? Because if I am supposed to transport raw material, I will be forced to transport 50 kg. 50 kg is more costly. Remember, transport cost is a function of the weight transported. So will I like to transport 50 kg versus 5 kg? So obviously 5 kg. If it is 5 kg, तो raw material पे लेके जाओ ना. और इसके बाद क्या travel करना पड़ेगा? Only finished product. True or not? And how much is finished product? 5 kg. But if you set it up anywhere else, you will have to transport 50 kg somewhere, which will be very costly. Is everyone okay? So from this example, we get to know that weight losing raw material attract industry to themselves. So based on raw material and finished product, based on degradation pattern of material transportation cost. हर्ष क्यों दिमाग लगा रहे हो यार? ये सब कहाँ से आया? Based on degradation pattern of material. कहाँ ये लगा रहे हो? मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. Degradation pattern of material का क्या impress करना चाह रहे हो? कहीं आई ये बात degradation pattern of material? Did we talk about कि there are tomatoes जो सड़ रहे हैं? Degradation pattern of material क्या होता है? ये तो हमने कोई बात ही नहीं की ना. अभी यहाँ पे based on ब्रह्मा जी का श्राप हो सकता है. Based on नागिन का बदला हो सकता है. क्या लिख रहे हो बीच में? Why do you bring degradation pattern? हमने तो बहुत क्लियर बोला fixed and pure क्या होता है इसका मतलब बता दिया. Did I before starting tell you types of raw material? ये बताया. तो gross में क्या होता है? Gross में weight loss हो जाता है. Degradation pattern of this thing बढ़िया लिखा है. ठीक है भाई, कवि की कल्पना रोक तो सकते नहीं. नागिन का बदला, नारी उत्थान, बाबा की गुफा, कुछ भी कह सकते हैं. नो दिस टॉपिक. एवरीबॉडी इज लुकिंग एट कौन है भाई ये हर्ष? बहुत सही है हर्ष, यू आर सक्सेसफुल, एवरीबॉडी नोज यू. अभी रोज रोज मत करो. एवरीबॉडी हैज टेकन नोट ऑफ यू. ठीक है सर, मैं पूछना चाहता था ये किस चीज पर हो रहा है. ये लिख के दिया यहाँ पर. लोकेशन बेस्ड ऑन प्रिंसिपल फैक्टर एज ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट, ऑल फैक्टर्स रिमेनिंग कांस्टेंट. ठीक है ना, सबने देख लिया है, सब आपको जान गए हैं, और मत जनवाओ, वी हैव टेकन नोट ऑफ यू, थैंक यू। चले, अच्छा एक और सिनेरियो करते हैं, फिर से बता रहा हूँ सिंपल थिंग, मैं थ्योरी देता नहीं ना, मैंने तो आप ही को मैथमेटिक्स करने के लिए दे दिया। सिनेरियो 2, टू रॉ मटेरियल्स एंड वन मार्केट, चलेगा? चैलेंज बढ़ा दिया। अभी तक क्या ज्योमेट्रिक फिगर्स आए थे एवरीवन? व्हाट वर द ज्योमेट्रिक फिगर्स? आइदर अ लाइन और अ पॉइंट। इज एवरीवन ओके? वेरी गुड। अब केस 1, व्हाट इज केस 1? लेट अस लुक एट दिस। बोथ रॉ मटेरियल्स आर यूबिक्विटस एंड प्योर, सब जगह मिलते हैं, एवरीवेयर अवेलेबल, एंड दे आर प्योर आल्सो, नो वेट लॉस इज हैपनिंग। वेयर विल पी बी? सर रॉ मटेरियल तो आपने बताया नहीं, रॉ मटेरियल बच्चे यूबिक्विटस है ना, सब जगह पर मिलता है। वेयर वुड पी बी? सर एट मार्केट, नो डाउट अबाउट दैट, परफेक्ट, वेरी गुड, एट मार्केट, एट मार्केट, मेक सेंस? इनफैक्ट कहीं पर भी करेंगे तो फिर रॉ मटेरियल को ट्रांसपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा, रॉ मटेरियल को ट्रांसपोर्ट, एंड व्हाट डू आई वांट टू डू? मिनिमम ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉस्ट, तो मार्केट में ही बनाएंगे, सब कुछ हो जाएगा। चलिए केस 2 करें। केस 2, बोथ रॉ मटेरियल आर फिक्स्ड, ठीक है, एंड प्योर। एक काम करते हैं, बोथ नहीं करते, थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाएगा आपके लिए, इजी करता हूँ, सिंस यू आर बिगिनर्स। रॉ मटेरियल 1 is fixed and pure, raw material 2 is ubiquitous, चलेगा? So can I say this is market and this is raw material 2, raw material 2, ठीक है? Where is raw material 1? Everywhere. तो बताओ कहां पर होना चाहिए? they are pure, pure का मतलब बताओ क्या है? pure का मतलब बताना चाहता हूं, everyone please pay attention. raw material 1 is equal to 10 kg, raw material 2 is equal to 10 kg, finished product will be how much everyone? Finished product will be what? So 20 kg, 20 kg, ठीक है? तो जल्दी से बताइए कहां पे लगाना है? Okay, people are saying anywhere on the line joining. Saurabh is at market, Harsh is at raw material. Perfect. Everyone, let us look at, we have to analyze now, if the P is at market, suppose P is at market, what will you have to transport? Raw material 2. True? So 10 kilogram for 10 kilometers. Get that? But if P is at raw material 1, P is at raw material 1. If everyone, P is at raw material 1. So your factory is producing, how much is it producing? यहाँ तो फैक्ट्री ने 20 kg कर दिया ना, 20 kg. So how much will you transport? How much will you transport? 20 kg. Are both the same? Now tell me which one is acceptable, which one is not. I'm doing simple mathematics with you. Where should the location be? Somebody said in between maybe half you will have to travel 10 kg and 20 kg minimize करना है. So I think I'm okay with this at market. Make sense or not? At market, make sense? सभी को इसलिए करके दिखा रहा हूँ. I'm not just giving hypothetical things. You will do it and you can question me. अगर कुछ गलत है तो you can say सर ये तो सही नहीं हो रहा है. I'm okay with that. ठीक है? Okay. Now let us go to case 3. अभी तक लोकेशनल फिगर क्या चल रही है इधर? Point locational figure. Point locational figure. Let's look at case 3. Case 3. Case 3. Both raw material are fixed and pure. Same thing, 10 kg, 10 kg, 20 kg. That remains the same. I hope you're getting that. So this is your market. This is your raw material 1, RM1, RM2. बताओ जी किधर लगाना है फैक्ट्री? पहला तो ये है कि इस बार मामला थोड़ा पेचीदा हो गया. The matter has got complicated. It is now a triangle. सर in between RM1 and RM2. Okay, very good. एक क्वेश्चन यहाँ पर है सर, यहाँ हो सकता है. और बताइए. सौरभ से सर मार्केट पर भी हो सकता है. दिल्ली से सर सेंटर ऑफ ट्रायंगल भी हो सकता है. See, I'm not asking you to do भविष्यवाणी. I'm asking you to apply your logic and come to an answer. You know what? इसे समझ लो कोल. इसे नहीं, अभी नहीं, अगले में समझेंगे. यहाँ तो वो है ना, अभी तो प्योर है ये. Remember what is pure? Cotton is pure. Do you know cotton textile? Cotton textile is found in which part of India? Cotton textile is found in which part of India? Cotton textile industries. Which part of India has cotton textile industry? तो हर्ष कुमार का कहना है गुजरात महाराष्ट्र बेल्ट, गुजरात महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात 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 महाराष्ट्र. And I am very sorry. I am very sorry and I am very sad that we are saying this, that it is in Gujarat and Maharashtra. Every big city, every major city in India has cotton textile industry. Why? Because you yourself said it is at market. Raw material is fixed in Gujarat and Maharashtra, but I did not ask you the cotton belt of India. Your raw material was pure. True or not? Your raw material was pure. बल्कि इसके भी पीछे का सिनेरियो 1 का क्वेश्चन है. तो everyone, सिनेरियो 1 का क्वेश्चन है. Raw material is fixed and pure, so anywhere you can set up a cotton textile industry. समझ में आया कि नहीं? Cotton textile तो हर जगह पे लग सकती है इंडिया में. Do you get that? अगर textile, imagine if I do textile industry in Maharashtra and all that, उसकी जगह पर I transport cotton, और cotton रख लो अपने गोदाम में. कहाँ पर? दिल्ली में रखो, कानपुर में रखो, चंडीगढ़ में रखो, कोयम्बटूर में रखो. You can keep it anywhere. True or not? Because the raw material is the same. वो finished product बाद में करना पड़ेगा. In fact, it gives you more flexibility. Think about, you make cotton textile in Maharashtra and you are planning to send it to all across India, but the fashion changes. So all that material is bekar or not? Isn't it better to stock cotton in your city and as per the changing fashion keep producing new types of shirts and garments? Gujarat and South, Purvi, you are giving me the address of cotton, not cotton textile. Is everyone understanding where the mistake is? We are not able to connect things to reality. सब लोग दिमाग लगाते हो, but error हो जाता है. It's okay. Error is fine as long as you understood my message. Did you get my message, everyone? Okay, जल्दी से बताओ मुझे. केस है ये. Both are fixed and pure. अच्छा, सिंपल सी बात है. So many of you are again lazy. इसको मानते कितना? 10 kg. इसको मानते हैं 10 kg. और इस डिस्टेंस को मानते हैं 100 किलोमीटर, 100 किलोमीटर, 100 किलोमीटर. सिंपल मैथमेटिक्स बता रहा हूँ. Suppose P is at this. Suppose P is here. So how much do I have to travel? 10 kg for 50 kilometers. 10 kg for 50 kilometers, and then this much, this whole thing of 20 kgs. Yes or no? True or not? Is everyone okay? फिर 20 kg भी चलाना पड़ेगा और ये हमने 50 किलोमीटर्स किया. अच्छा, अगर 20 में करते हैं, suppose I put a P over here. This much of 10 kg, and this much for 20 kg. And suppose I have at market itself, then how much? 100 kilometers of 10 kg. 100 kilometers of 10 kg. अब एक बात बताइए, ट्रायंगल में, in any triangle, sum of two sides is always greater than a single side or not? True. So don't you think that if you are going like this, 1 and 2, they will always be more than the hypotenuse? So why would you take this path? Why would you go anywhere in the center or that line? Why would you go there? कहाँ पे होगा? जल्दी से बताओ. मिनिमम कहाँ पे मिलेगा? और आपको सिर्फ 10 kg ट्रांसफर करना है at market. Everybody, the answer is at market. What is the point of doing this exercise when you can't even apply that, when you are not even patient in putting that as a numerical? सब बीच में कर देगा, यहाँ कर देगा, वहां कर देगा. क्यों? मंदिर है क्या उधर? या खुदाई में अभी मस्जिद निकली है उधर से? कुछ तो दिमाग लगाएगा. At market. So what is this? This is called a locational triangle. You have to solve it to come to an answer. ऐसी थोड़ी थ्योरी बन जाती है. वेबर कैसे मशहूर हो गए? How is Weber so popular? Because he thought more than you. Do we get that? Case 3, you have to solve the locational triangle where it is with the ultimate aim. Ultimate aim is what? Minimum transport cost. Is everyone okay? True. Last case. और बहुत सारे केस हो सकते हैं, but I am just coming. Both raw material are fixed and weight losing also. ये तो मामला खराब हो गया. So everyone, this is the market. This is raw material 1. So this time what is it? Raw material 1 is equal to raw material 2 is equal to 10 kg. Finished product is equal to 1 kg. So actually 10 kgs are required, and what will be the finished product? This thing. So इधर लगेगा 10 kg, इधर भी लगेगा 10 kg. Finished product is just 1 kg. अब बताओ कहाँ पर होगा? मार्केट पे रख सकते हैं. Can we keep it at market? Can we keep it at market? So everyone, if you keep it at market, please understand, you will have to transport 10 kg and 10 kg on both of it. Whereas finished product is just 1 kg, 10 times cheaper. करना चाहोगे? नहीं सर, ये नहीं करना चाहेंगे. If I keep it here at raw material 1, if I keep it raw material 1, so I'll have to transport 10 kg of this. Yes, and here I will have to transport 1 kg. True. If I put raw material over here, P at the center, then 5 kg 10 kilometer, 5 kg 10 kilometer, and this is the shortest distance. Yes or no? This one will be what? 1 kg only. I think it will be in between the thing. And remember the rule. Remember the rule. Weight losing raw material attracts the industry. So market पे तो नहीं जाएगा भाई. This is not going to the market. Is everyone okay? As long as pure was there, that's okay. You can go to the market. Now this one is not going to the market. Everyone clear? Acha, I gave you a very very simple thing. What if everyone, please pay attention. Raw material 1 इसको हटा दे. Raw material 1 is equal to 100 kg. 100 kg of iron ore. And raw material 2 is limestone, 10 kg. And finished product is steel, which is equal to 5 kg. Things have changed or not? Who is pulling it? Sir, raw material 1. We don't want to transport 100 kgs under any circumstances. This time, can you see? The weightage of the raw material will also decide. True. So first of all, whenever your raw material is weight losing, you will have to go towards the raw material. If the raw material is uniformly weight losing, all raw materials are there, that's. But otherwise, the raw material that loses the most, you will go over there. So इसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? Solve weight triangle. Yes or no? What do I mean by weight triangle? What do I mean by weight triangle? Assign the weights to everything. Raw material, all the raw material taken, and then see how much is the distance traveled, do the mathematics, cost, benefit analysis, and then come to the final solution. Yes or no? What is the geometric shape? Triangle. Suppose I take 3 raw materials and 1. I can keep on increasing the scenario. Yes? Say for example, iron and steel require coal, also requires water, also requires manganese, and all those things. So instead of triangle, will it turn into a quadrilateral? Yes or no? After that, it can turn into a pentahedron also. So geometry is important or not? Is everyone? Are we looking at geometric solution? So what do you mean by solve a triangle? Solve a triangle. I want to tell you, everyone has done solved a triangle. आप एक बात बताइए, स्कूल में, do you remember school में you were supposed to find the angle bisector using geometric tools. ऐसे निकालते थे. You measure this, make a cut over there, compass say, and then come to that angle bisector, line bisector, like this. Geometric method. That is called triangulation method. Triangulation method. Do you get that? One is you can do it mathematically. Other is geometrically. How do you divide a line geometrically? Remember something of that? Perpendicular bisector will be there. Then you will connect that. School में किया था नहीं किया था? So मैंने कभी नहीं किया. अभिशाप तो बचपन I can understand. But आज बता दिया. बहुत बच्चों का नहीं हुआ. So tell me, was Weber a fool or actually he's done something? He's done something meaningful or not? Yes or no? Can I say Weber's model is an example of quantification in geography? If you write this in your introduction, body conclusion, will it give meaning or not? So we can take an angle and cut the point and then join. हाँ ठीक है, कर सकते हैं. वो तरीके हैं ना. I'm just saying, you and I don't know, but can I say that is there? So if you take that, it makes a huge difference. Everyone okay? But remember, which variable are we talking of? Which variable are we talking of? Transport cost. So can I say transport cost based or least transport cost based location is P in a triangle. Where is P? P can be anywhere inside the triangle based on the geometric solution. Yes or no? So what is the shape? The shape is a triangle. What was the previous year question? So the previous year question में UPSC ने परेशान करने के लिए यही पूछ लिया. Write a short note on locational triangle. एक बार short note आ गया locational triangle पर. Short note on weight triangle पूछ लिया यार. सोचो, ऐसा भी किया UPSC ने. Everyone, can we understand that? चलिए. Are you okay with Weber telling us that transport cost is important, must be minimized? But Weber himself said that we can see that geometrically we can find out the location. But he says that if there is a location offers cheap labor, that means what does it offer? Saving on labor cost. Saving on labor cost. Should the industry shift? Sorry, the pen is not responding properly. Should the industry shift or not? If there is a location, so everyone please pay attention. I have located my point P. What is my point P? What is my point P? Least cost location based on what? Based on what? Least transport. Can I put it like this? Assuming P is there. Now he says that there is a location that is offering you cheap labor. Cheap labor. L. L. And L. Cheap labor is there. Point A, point B, point C. First of all, I want you to remind you of the assumptions. Remember, one of the assumptions is labor is fixed. So labor is not ubiquitous. Labor कहाँ पर है? Fixed at locations. Which locations? A, B, and C. Why is the labor cheap over here? Why is the labor cheap over here? I don't know, sir. Well, there was an engineering college or an ITI. First batch is passing out. First batch of an ITI is passing out from point A. Will there be a surplus labor over there? Will they offer you cheap labor? ITI के बाजू में है. So will the industry, does it make sense the industry to move over there? Get that? Now, point B, something interesting happened. Point B, something interesting happened. That there was a factory and the business went bankrupt. So the factory owner has shut down that factory, but the labor is still available. True or not? And remember, he says labor is fixed. It is not easily moving. So do we have a bonus over there? True or not? Point C, Government of India under Skill India mission had set up a massive skilling center over there. And those boys and girls are passing out from that government ka skill center, Skill India mission. So have I connected my theory to reality? कि भाई ऐसा हो गया. Now the question is, should the industry shift? Yes or no? Why yes? Why yes? A, B, and C offer low labor cost, saving of 40 पैसे per unit production. करूं या नहीं करूं? So most of you are saying no, sir, no, we should not do that. Why? Sir, if we shift from P, what will happen? Transport cost will start increasing. True or not? P is what? Least transport cost? No. Least transport cost. So should I move or not? On one thing I will save money, but on this I will be doing that. Basically, Madhukar is saying least transport is primary. So yeah, primary to humne मान लिया. So that is why we said right in the beginning when I started with this discussion, he said there are two factors. One is location factor. This is primary. But he said that if there is another factor, industry can relocate if labor cost is there. So अब कौन सा factor आ गया? Labor factor has come. तो करें या ना करें, और करें तो कैसे करें? So obviously, what is man? Man is a rational economic man. So profit maximizer है. So should he shift or not? Shift, yes. When? After cost benefit analysis. Yes or no? So we have to calculate which will maximize. Yes, we will have to. Raki will have to calculate. Pragati says if solving more than transportation, if saving. Yes, perfect. Sir, free में लेबर मिले तो सोचा जा सकता है. नहीं भाई, फ्री में क्या है? मैं तो कह रहा हूँ 40 पैसे पर यूनिट सस्ता है. 40 पैसे पर यूनिट सस्ता है. कहता है तो करें या नहीं करें? एवरीवन. तो आप तो नहीं सोच सकते, but he is a person who has done his research. So I am at P. I am looking at this location L. If I move away from P, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? Will my transport cost increase? It increases by 10 paise per unit. Get it? It increases by 20 paise per unit. It increases by 30 paise per unit. So what are these dotted lines? Remember isotherm? What is isotherm? Imaginary line joining points of equal temperature. Perfect. What is isobar? Imaginary line joining equal pressure. Isotim. Imaginary lines joining points of increase in same increase in transport cost. True. What are these isotem है? चलिए कैसे पता चलता है? अरे एम्पेरिकली वो लाइन बनाया ना उधर कितना 10-10 पैसा बढ़ रहा है. This is 40 पैसे. बढ़ेगा? बढ़ेगा कि नहीं बढ़ेगा? तो अगर करना है या नहीं करना है, L कहाँ पर है, that will be decided. L किधर है? Is everyone okay with isotem क्या होता है? So rather than coming to an answer, which some of you were coming to an answer, Weber is not a person who is just calculating things with emotions. He says, I have mathematics for it. मैं mathematics से पता करता हूँ. Let me find out. Isotems. What are isotems? Line joining points of additional equal transport cost of raw material to the cheap labor center. तो जैसे मैं आगे जाता जा रहा हूँ, मेरी कॉस्ट बढ़ती जा रही है कि नहीं? True. Is everyone okay? Where am I shifting from? I am shifting from least location P. अच्छा, when I move my raw material, will my cost from raw material change? Raw material 10 paisa, raw material 20 paisa, raw material 30 paisa, raw material 40 paisa, raw material 50. Will it change or not? True. And because I am shifting my P also, so P वाला भी cost बदलता जा रहा है. Are the isotems ऐसा? So will there be an isotem from with respect to raw material? Will there be an isotem with respect to raw material? Cost will increase or not? Because my raw material is also fixed, no? Isotem of raw material. Will there be an isotem of P also? Original location, both of them. True. So दो isotem हो गए. दो isotem का क्या मतलब है everyone? What do I mean by two isotems? What do you mean by two isotems? वापस चलो बनाओ. Raw material. With respect to raw material, as I am shifting at a new place, will my cost of location or transportation of raw material change or not? Yes or no? Will this also change? Raw material will also change. Suppose 10 paisa, 20 paisa, 30 paisa. Is everyone okay? Achha. I'm shifting my P also. My P also is shifting. So that will also cause something to increase. What is this? 5 paisa, 10 paisa, 20 paisa, 30 paisa. Is everyone okay? Everyone, please pay attention. If the industry shifts to this location, everyone, if the industry shifts to this location, what is the cost? Increase in cost at point A. What is the increase in cost? Quickly tell me, what is the increase in cost? Total increase in cost at point A. Sneha is saying 25, Rakhi is saying 5. Total cost, increase in total cost. Everyone, it is 45 paise. क्या बात कर रहे हो सर? 45 पैसे. Why 45 पैसे? Because one is shifting of P and the transport cost also. So दोनों का बना हुआ है ना. This is the 40 paisa thing and this is the 5 paisa thing. True or not? What is this? At point B, what is the cost? What is the cost at point B? Increase in total cost at B, 40 paise. Okay. At point C, what is the increase? Point C, जल्दी से बताइए. Point C is also 40 paise. At C, it is 40 paise. And at point D, what is it? At point D. So at D also it is 40 paise. Wow. Everyone, if I connect B, C and D, aren't they a line joining equal increase in total cost? True. Point B, C, D are what? Imaginary line joining equal increase in total cost due to shift. Can I say due to shift? Is everyone with me on this? Due to the shift, an equal increase in total cost. What do we call such a line? What do we call such a line? Jaldi se batao. What do we call such a line? What do we call such a line? Isotem. Thank you for making an error. It is not called isotem. Isotem was what? Increase in which cost? Transport cost, not total cost. These were isotems. Isotems will lead to another line, which is the total cost. And it is not called isotem, it is called isodapane. समझ में आया? Which one is smaller? Isotem is smaller. Isotems lead to the creation of isodapane. Isotem is only transport cost increase, equal transport cost increase, but isodapane is all cost taken and increase. Is everyone okay? Remember, there is a short note. What is isodapane? Isodapane is the line joining, imaginary line joining, equal increase in total cost when an industry shifts from its least cost location. Is everyone with me on this? समझ में आ गया आइसोटेम और आइसोडापेन? कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा सर, मैं जान दे दूंगा, मत दो यार, यहाँ पे मैंने लिख के दिया तुमको, ऐसे रो रहे हो. Isotem, line joining points of additional equal transport cost. These costs are additional transport when the location is changed for cheap labor. All along isotems transport cost is same per unit distance. तो हमने देख लिया per unit distance कितना हो गया increasing cost 10 पैसा. तो ये सब हमने क्या कर दिया everything. Can you see these two are crossing? These two are crossing or not? This is an isotem. This is an isotem. And what is this? Can you see 60, 60, 60, 60? What is this? What is this line, everyone? This line is isodapane. This line is isodapane. How is isodapane created? Isodapane is created first by plotting isotems. Is everyone okay? So for labor cost, Weber has suggested first plot isotem. From isotem get what? Isodapane. Is everyone okay? वापस चले. This is point P. What is point P? P is least transport location. What is point A? What is point A, everyone? Labor saving. How much? 40 paisa per unit. Labor saving. So A, comma B, comma C is what? Labor saving. 40 paisa per unit. Is everyone with me on this? सब लोग हैं? Now comes an amazing thing. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I hope you are drawing also. 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. What are these? Isodapanes. How did I get them? Drawn using isotems. Is everyone with me on this? What do I have to do? Decide, should the industry shift to A, B, and C? Everyone, if the industry shifts to A, are we still in profit? Cost of shifting is how much? Cost of shifting to A is how much? How much from the geometry? So less than 20 paisa. Less than 20. Everyone, it is not like not that 20, no. So between 10 to 20. But saving is what? Saving is what? 40. Should we shift? Should we shift or not? Yes. Somebody said, so free में देगा तो shift होगा. अबे free में नहीं भी देगा तो भी shift हो जाऊंगा. True or not? Should I shift at B? Should I shift at B? B पे shift कर सकते हैं? Yes, sir. Your increase is between 20 and 30. Your extra is 40. Out of A and B, if I have to choose one, which one will I go for? Out of A and B, which one will I go for? Everyone who's saying A, you are rational economic man. Madhukar who's saying B, I don't know why he's saying that. कुछ लोगों को कुछ अलग ही करना होता है ना? भाई आप तो प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन करोगे, तो A में भी हो रहा है. A में आप 40 सेव करते हो और 25 जो है आप लूज करते हो. तो नेट हाउ मच आर यू एडिंग? 15. इधर क्या आ रहा है? 35 लूज करते हो 40. ऑब्वियसली प्रॉफिट इज मोर इन A. बट कुछ लोग B लिखेंगे. आई कांट स्टॉप इट बिकॉज मैंने कहा ना, इन एग्जामिनेशन एवरीवन विल नॉट पास. कैन वी एंड शुड वी शिफ्ट टू C? सी जाना चाहिए नहीं जाना चाहिए? सी नहीं जाना चाहिए सर. Why not? Because here loss will happen. 50 versus 40. I save 40, I lose this thing. See, I will not go. Maximum up to what point can I go? Maximum up to what point can I go? Smart people. Maximum up to what point can I go? Sir, you can go up to 40. Can I say 40 isodapane is a no profit, no loss isodapane? Yes. Any location within this isodapane is worth shifting. Any location within this isodapane is worth shifting. The closer the location to original P within this, the more the profit you gain. This is called the cutoff line. critical isodapane. Simple concept or difficult concept? Now what happens is book ये नहीं करवाती है, book में लिखा तो सब है, समझ में नहीं आता है. So what is the advantage of a live class? You actually do it with the teacher. You draw it and you see it. हाँ यार ये तो हो गया. Isotim क्या है? Isodapane क्या है? पहले isotim बनाओ, सारे isotims बना लो. Whatever cost increase is happening, no, from this, from one raw material, two raw materials, सब बनाया. All isotims, please plot them, and then look at their intersection. Look at the net cost. Whatever are the uniform values, उससे isodapane बना लीजिए. Then look at how much is your saving, 40 paisa per unit. Find out the critical isodapane. If you have to shift between critical isodapane, it's good. If not, then don't shift. Simple idea. But I think it's a logical idea. सब लोग UPSC नहीं कर रहे, so that's a good thing. Can I again say use of good use of geometry in this? So based on labor cost, the location is P in a triangle with a circle now. Do you get the symbol also? The symbol has changed. Originally the symbol was a point or a line. Then it became what? Triangle. Now the symbol has become what? Triangle in a circle. What is that circle? Critical isodapane. Everyone with me on this? So can industry relocate? Yes, it can relocate. What is the condition? This is the condition. Isotim. Line joining equal transport cost of commodity. So isotim, 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 and isotim, 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 and intersection. What is isodapane? Points of total transport cost. It was just equal transport, not total. Is everyone okay? So isotim से क्या मिलेगा? Isodapane. 5, 10, 15, 20 euros. This is the example of euros. If the location 1 lies within this, but if the saving is 10 euro, in this example, 10 euro was the saving. So location 1 is okay, location 2 is not okay. So ये diagram दिया हुआ है, ये diagram देख के समझ में नहीं आता. Many people don't understand. I made you draw these. Does it make sense? Can you draw them in the exam also? That's all. ठीक है. अब आ गया agglomeration. Third factor. Remember agglomeration. Weber suggested that if 3 or more industries are located at a single point, the processing cost can be reduced. True or not? So one industry requires 3 inputs, and 3 separate industries are located far off. So the company says, Maruti company says that one fellow is auto ancillary, other is like auto tire component, other is actual car. So why don't all 3 units come together? When all of us come together, we will use common infrastructure. Yes or no? Will we save on processing or not? True. So there are 3 industries with locations P1, P2, P3. Is everyone okay? 3 locations. If they come together, they will save 200 paise per unit. Should they come together or not? So the answer is well, because P1, P2 and P3. P1, P2, P3 are what? Least, transport and labor location. If I shift them anywhere, will the cost increase or not? So if the cost increase is within 200 paise, very good. But if the cost increase is more, then it's a problem. तो ये कैसे करेंगे? अच्छा एक बात बताइए मुझे. What is the symbol of P1 now? Geometric symbol. Is it a triangle? Is it a circle? Or is it a triangle in a circle? Because now it's a transport come labor location. What is the symbol? It's a triangle in a circle. Can I say P1 is this? And ये उसका circle हो गया. What is P2? This is P2. या इसका color change करता हूँ. So I thought of writing here itself. That's why in my notes I kept some space. What is P2? P2 is this. इसका triangle का है. P2. What is P3? इसका triangle का है. P3. Now industries have to agglomerate. When they shift, their value will change. So ये क्या है? Critical isodapane है. What is this? 200 paise. 200 paise. 200 paise. Yes sir. True. For agglomeration, what should happen? They all should come together. So where do I locate my new industry? जो नया वाला आएगा, नया point, where do I create that? So Weber says, well, if all the 3 industries shift to this area, everyone, if all the 3 industries shift to that triangle area, are they within their 200 isodapane or not? Are all 3 within their 200 isodapane? Yes sir. Can it happen here? No. Because 2 of them are in isodapane, 1 is not. Can it happen here? No. Can it happen here? No. कहाँ पर हो सकता है? सिर्फ इसी में हो सकता है. All 3 are within their critical isodapane and they are saving also. This is called agglomeration. So all of them will shift. P1 will shift, P3 will shift, P1 will shift, P2 will shift, and they can come over there. तीनों को advantage हो जाएगा. So the new industries should come up at the agglomeration area and even the existing industries can be shifted to it. तो आप एक नया यूनिट डाल दो, मारुति ने एक नया यूनिट बनाया एंड सेट की सुनो P1 P2 P3 यू शिफ्ट, मेक सेंस, ट्रू. अच्छा everyone please understand, I want to give you a very crude example. P1 is a university, P2 is a photocopier and P3 is a canteen wala. Is everyone okay? P1 is a university, P2 is a photocopier. Does the university need a photocopier? Yes. And P3 is a canteen wala, food supplier. Does the university need that also? They are to agglomerate. Agglomeration will cause shifting. Now I have a common sense question to all of you. Will the university, will the photocopier, and will the canteen wala, will all of them move equally or unequally? Unequally. Who will have a tendency to move more? Who will have a tendency to move more? So the photocopy wala and the samosa wala, they will shift, sir. University will not shift much. True or not? University can open a center over there where you have access to canteen and all. Do we get that? So first of all, your critical isodapane intersection will tell you where you should set up. Second is that the shift will depend on your relative importance. So everyone, if I'm talking about JNU with different schools like schools of social science, school of engineering science, school of environment science and all that, those schools will not shift much. But probably the place where we have reception, where we have the administrative office, that can shift to this area where you have photocopy and canteen also. Do you get that? Smart move or not? That if you want to meet the principal, if you want to get the admission form, prospectus, brochure and all that, वो इधर आ गया, क्योंकि यहाँ photocopy भी है, यहाँ पे खाना भी है. But schools जो भी हैं पढ़ने के वो दूर हो सकते हैं. आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में भी ऐसा होगा या नहीं होगा? Is everyone okay? Weber काम तो बढ़िया कर गया कि नहीं? 3 factors. So this is Weber's theory, which I told you. Weber's theory is about 3 factors deciding that. Everyone okay? Does Weber apply in reality? पहले बता दिया मैंने. Reality में apply करेगा? नहीं करेगा. In principle is okay, but in reality are human beings rational economic man? No. अच्छा एक बात बताओ. If you order something from Amazon right now, does he not say transport free? ये Denzo Daily जो कर रहा है और ये जो these people who are delivering goods, are they charging extra for transport now? Are they charging? No. Do you know globally the role of transport cost has come down? In the time of Weber, those were different times. अभी तो आपको लिखा हुआ था ट्रांसपोर्ट फ्री. ट्रू और नॉट? जैसे ही ट्रांसपोर्ट चार्ज लगाता है आप कहते मुझे इससे मंगाना ही नहीं. In the pro memberships of Swiggy and Zomato, they are not supposed to put transport. Yes or no? आपका वो फ्री मानता है कि नहीं मानता है? So now in the commodity price itself, there is so much of competition that transport has lost. And his time, bulk transport was not happening. Now ships, aircrafts, trains, they are producing bulk transport. Transport cost is reduced. So anyways, he was applicable. The world में applicable आपको दिखाना है. There was a scientist, his name is Walter Izard. He's a regional geography. Walter Izard applied Weber's model to USA weight losing Pennsylvania iron and steel industry. Apply करेगा या नहीं? जल्दी से बताओ. Iron and steel industry में apply करेगा? 100% करेगा sir. So a place where it will apply, you have an example with the name of a scholar. Will you get marks? Walter Izard in his studies found that this applies in the iron and steel industry of US. Does it apply in India also? Yes. Chota Nagpur Plateau, Jamshedpur steel plant is an example of weight losing raw material industry has gone to Jamshedpur. True or not? तो ये बहुत ज्यादा होगा. तो ये तो applicability होगा. But he gave more emphasis to supply. He wanted to minimize the transport cost. भाई demand पे भी तो देखो. You are telling me that if the low cost is there, you set up that industry, but nobody wants to eat it. Then what? Somebody tells me that there's a low cost place to set up, beef industry. Oh, very good. Let me set up. Arey fool, please understand there is no demand for this. True or not? How can you look at such one variable? So that's also there. 19th and 20th century industrial location reflects resemblance with the model, but modern industrial locations have changed. और आज तो service industry has become important. Yes or no? Agglomeration principle, yes, I agree. There is cluster approach. Government ने अपने clusters बनाए, SEZ बनाए कि नहीं बनाए? So that I do understand. That is there, but not otherwise. Role and influence of agglomeration factor, yes. But अभी बहुत सारी चीजें हो रही हैं. Space problem हो रहा है urban areas में. Energy crisis, too much of energy supply is not there. The state says I cannot supply all 3 units. Big problem, no? It is better that you have diversified. Or for environment reasons also, remember NGT says too much of pollution, 3 plants cannot be here. So we'll have to decentralize. Is that also a reality or not? And if you remember, there was 17 factors, but Mr. Weber has taken how many factors? Only 3. So will it apply in real life? No. So can you see I'm talking about good Mr. Weber? No, Mr. Weber, you have made mistake also. This is going in real world analysis. Historical factors such as inertia not taken into account. So tomorrow's class, I will tell you what is inertia also. So I'm ending Weber with this. Is everyone okay? Rostov stages ये कल की क्लास में. Rostov का material आपके पास आ गया. Economic growth का that will be there. Is everyone okay with Weber? Was it a good, interesting theory or not? and have you done it hands-on? So economic geography is not just about talks. We need to have those models, and those models will be used in our understanding. Everyone with me on this? Clear है? कोई doubt होगा तो please read this material, and I'll talk to you tomorrow also on this. So ending the class, let's not extend it because we have another class at 6 o'clock. I'll see you over there. If you have doubts, you can ask there. Thank you.